Hello, everyone.
Welcome. Welcome.
Welcome. Hi, Logan.
Good morning or evening, guys. Not morning.
Good. Not one.
Good morning.
I'm going to take a wild guess and say the answer is yes, but do you have a box that I can borrow once I take my two trucks apart? Because I'm a big dummy and didn't do that.
Yes.
Thanks. I can't.
Wait for Ed.
Hi, Rob. Always building. How are you doing?
Has it been a week already? Yes.
William Chandler. Garrett, hello, sir. Stricken, hello. Just keep premium already.
No.
Cheap ass.
Alright. I wear a hat. Well, I need everybody in my head.
Cut my hair today. I know you won't know, but I did.
I didn't.
Yeah, I cut about 1.5 inches of it off because it was getting all raggy at the bottom. Yeah, thanks, Frank.
Kind of a large box, but
It is a big box, but I'm glad that you can give me a big box. All right. So,
why is it not?
I don't know.
Are you having issues?
It's not going live.
I had to go back. I always have to go all the way out and go back in.
Me too.
And then watch the
Oh
dominoes.
my god, and then back in.
Then watch the
And then
dominoes
repeat?
commercial.
Is it too soon for that?
Yeah, rinse and repeat.
Mostly just repeat. I only rinse when we're done.
No rinse.
Oh
jeez.
golly.
Why is it not working?
What are you doing over there?
I don't know.
We're connected to the Wi-Fi.
This is why we don't have nice things.
Right? I really wish this hood didn't have a big ass gaping hole
Ah, there we go. Ads. We're good.
in it. Hey-o!
Got it.
We're good now. We're watching commercials.
What is that gray TJ in the back? It looks huge.
Yes. Not.
Jeff says
You- you're in-
SC6.
You're insane if you think that thing's even remotely the same size as an SC6.
Golly.
It's not even close.
For a TJ versus a T or
JL?
JLU.
No. It's not even close.
I think it's close.
You think so?
I do. I really do.
Maybe. I don't know. I had to.
We need to get them together.
Did that used to be like an old nylon? You remember the giant
No,
nylon?
it is a new bright.
It is new, right? Okay.
It
Do you
is
remember
a-
the giant nylon?
Yeah.
Door knocks? Remember people actually trying to use those as crawlers?
I know of a guy who did.
Really?
Yes.
Was it you?
No.
I had them before I got the Scorpion.
He even went so far as he put his own servo in the front of it.
Oh, I didn't do any of that.
They were actually they were MOA and they were belt driven inside. He actually cut the belt and made the belt tighter by because I think they were teeth. So he made it tighter by one tooth so it would
I
stop
didn't go that
slipping.
far.
Oh yeah, it was pretty elaborate.
I didn't open it up. But like I did, got rid of the springs so it was on droop and I mean, there weren't really shocks, but
Mad flex for the brain.
Yeah.
of course. But to answer the question, this is a 6 scale New Bright TJ that I built one years ago and sold it, and then I decided that I regretted that and I wanted it back. So I reached out, I tracked down the person that I sold it to like 3 people later, and they still had the wheels and tires, because I built these tires. Yeah, that's because I didn't have SCX6 axles, so yeah, it's not great.
850s.
Yeah.
It's like the biggest Enduro that I can get,
You're enormous.
but it's on.
It's still not
Looks
one.
good going straight though.
Yeah, like it looks decent.
Until you turn, it's got the scrub radius of a goddamn Peterbilt.
Jeff said he stalked them until they sold it back to you.
Basically. So I found.
No, it was like a couple years. It was several years after. And I was actually on vacation, and the guy was like, I think I still have the wheels and tires in a box. But I had like the other one, I cut the hood off or open, so it would open. Had a 6.1 Hemi under the hood.
Hell yeah, brother. That's pretty cool.
Colorblind says it looks like one of my dad had in his 20s.
Your dad had an airback too?
Logan says now you have a mode of transportation for your G.I. Joes.
This is about the Joe stuff.
Yeah, it is.
Maybe, I don't know.
The 12-inch size.
We'll have to check it out.
We will have to.
Oh, did you get a shock rebuild kit?
Those are yours.
Oh, they are? Did I leave them here?
You left them here.
Oh, okay. Well, it's because I had so many that I
You
didn't.
got a couple spares.
Yeah.
I have enough leaking SCH shocks that I was like, maybe these just disappear.
He said his dad had a 99 Jeep TJ that was built just like that, same color but with a snorkel. So exactly the same, but different.
Exactly the same except for it had cooler stuff on it. Well,
Cool.
today, how many people we got so far?
18.
Alright.
What are we working on today?
I am taking apart trucks because I've decided that I don't like this anymore. So I'll probably end up selling the cage and the body and stuff because I don't feel like undoing all the stupid. So,
What all is there?
just some of the stuff that's on the body, like that. Yes,
Like
this
that?
is the body mount.
Just laying in there.
It's just like some.
Looks like hot glue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. I
It
don't.
didn't work.
It's cool. I got so many other blazers though, and like tubers and stuff, and I don't. If I'm gonna have a blazer like this that's tubed, or this was technically rod, but like this, I would do it completely different.
Yeah.
So this is just kind of
That was one of the early on
yeah,
of your two.
yeah, for sure. My tuber accumulation.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's a cool truck. I just
Wasn't this like early on in your square body accumulation too?
yes, it was.
Yeah.
Yes, it was. I don't remember what number it was, but.
Jeff asked, "Where's that four-wheel steer Capra? Any work to be done on that?"
Oh yeah, I'm gonna take it apart.
Funny you mentioned that.
Yeah, I tried class 3 yesterday and I hate it. So I'm going to be taking the Capra apart, taking all my stuff back out of it, and then I am going to put it up for sale. So
Easy in, easy out.
yeah, no,
No regrets.
I just don't like it. I don't. I like my class 0 and my class 2 to where that's the two that I would like to do. I really like class 0. Class 1 I like as well, but I need some work on the truck. Class 3 I didn't really enjoy to begin with. I have a stock Capra basically, but in general. But then with my son
What's going on, Ryan?
going as well, like I ran 4 separate classes, plus I ran his 2 classes with him in the kids stuff. So it's just too much. People were literally like yelling for us yesterday, going, "Oh, you guys haven't done this. Like you're the last ones left." Well, most of the people yelling at us were not Rob, so I didn't really care. But like, when you always have people going, "Oh, you're the last one," they're like, "You need to hurry up," but like it's just stressful, and I don't need 4 classes.
It wasn't a lot of stress yesterday
Yeah.
running all 4.
Yeah,
Rob says class 3 he never enjoyed.
yeah. I'm not. It's very close to the super style.
Yeah.
Like to be good, it's gonna get close to that, and I have zero desire to do that. They just don't look. They don't look right and real enough for me.
I would agree.
I'd run a sporty just because it'd be kind of cool, but like that would be really it. But as far as the class 3, I'm like that.
Also, I missed the mark.
You missed the mark.
So I had your last week's live pulled up to see where out on the wall you caught,
Where the wall on what?
where the camera catches on the wall.
Right.
And so I don't know if you actually noticed this, but
Oh yeah, I saw all
I
that.
hung all the way around.
I saw those.
That was courtesy of Logan yesterday. He's like, you should totally just hang them all above Matt. So I did, and don't have as many as I thought I did.
Yeah.
That's quite a few.
Yeah.
As I was doing this, Haley informed me that I do really well in class 3. I was like, no, that's 3rd place. So,
Thanks, babe.
well, I'm glad you still support me.
She's trying to be positive. I'll give her that. So,
Ryan, not tonight. It's not here.
What?
He's asking, are we gonna see the 6 scale?
In all honesty, it just looks like an SCX6 right now. Jordan and Doug and I were talking, and we've got some maybe possible things going on with it, or maybe them, or whatever. So,
Yes, we would both like one.
yes, that's basically
Yes.
what we're getting at. I want mine to be a tuber. Pretty
Thanks,
much
Logan.
yesterday. So I've been looking into that, which will be hard. I have to order some material here in the next couple of days. Does that count? I can order material, right?
I mean, it's still July.
Well, I mean in general.
I don't know, it's related.
You're related.
Yeah.
To
Your mother.
We're not.
your mother.
Have you told?
I have not. So I have an idea.
Womp, womp, womp.
Basically, I saw another YouTuber do this, and I thought it'd be a cool idea to push myself in general. So pretty much, you make no RC purchases for a month. And as I don't want to say heavily as I rely on Mailbox Monday, but as easy as it is to just go spend a bunch of money and then open a bunch of boxes and make a video about it for you guys, it's kind of the easy way out for me, along with like a trail video. Literally, it's just chop it right before the truck hits the gate, chop it right after the truck hits the gate. I can make a 30-minute long trail video in an hour. So I've kind of decided to maybe push myself a little bit and do more build stuff, which helps me in 2 ways. For one,
Yep, sorry, Randy.
okay, it is ready. Okay, so for one, it makes it to where I have to be a little more creative to make videos, things like that. And then also, it's actually going to get a lot more stuff done that I have little projects for. I'm not going to include my store stuff in this, so you can still count on, at least me having some things or whatever if you're local. As much as I try to have even more stuff, but whatever. So yeah, so that is my plan. I'm gonna try to do basically a no money spending August and see what happens. So,
NMSA.
yes, NMSA round 1.
Wait, fail.
Yeah, I've already failed.
Yeah, so I have enough stuff that I should be okay. And like I said, if I have to order anything, it'll probably be, I'm gonna need some more flux if I get really crazy with tubers. I'll need some more flux, and then that's about it.
Ryan says he enjoys the build videos, especially if it's fat work.
Yeah, I plan on doing a lot more of that, because I still have a desire to have a few buggies done for October when we go. They'll either be for sale or just out for everybody to check out. Not real sure. I mean, everything's for sale to a point if you want to throw enough money at me, but yeah. So that's kind of what I'm thinking. It's just a little way to mix things up, I don't want to see them.
He passed up on Rob and said 3 classes are hard enough for him to try to run and concentrate on, as evident of his class 2 run yesterday.
Yeah, right. So now imagine running 2 courses with your son, and then also running a whole nother class on top of that. Like, it's just, that shit was silly. And by taking this truck apart, I freed up a 215 and a Mamba X. So now we can make something else really stupid.
Right. Colorblind guy, what if you bring cars to rent out?
I doubt it. Yeah, that's probably what I don't know.
Hard pass.
Yeah.
If
Just
there's something you want to drive, let us know. But
yeah, if there's something you want to drive, I mean,
That's me.
yeah,
Over here.
just you know, say hey, I think that thing's cool. So I take it. I'll let you take it out for a trailer or whatever. But I'm not letting some hooligan down there that I don't know that smells like French onion soup and drives a Ranger drive anything. That's for sure.
good times.
Good times. Oh, Bart. What the hell?
Memories.
Haley, we need a towel.
Oh
Saw that. I haven't even been drinking.
I've got ice in the tray.
Did I spill your drink? Is that
Yes.
what I did? Okay.
Yeah, it fell
I was
over
like,
into mine.
how did so much water come out of that small hole? When I try to drink out of that at work, it doesn't even come out that fast. I'm sorry, Doug. Does it look like you peed your pants?
Oh, it looks like these were brand new shorts.
No, they're ruined from the water.
It is Sprite.
Oh, sorry. It's right.
Another ice cube.
Where do you want to put this?
Where's my cup?
It's over. I didn't know what you were doing with it.
Well, they're floating now.
That's not bad. So anyway,
Logan's trying to get my ass kicked.
why?
He said, should we get Jordan a bell to ring when you guys need something?
Hard pass.
Yeah, probably shouldn't go there.
You need another towel?
No.
Okay. Let's say Jordan will take his shirt off for you if you need to.
Not saying no.
I'm not saying yes, but I'm not saying.
Do we have to say we need a towel for that?
You don't have to for sure. He'll do it.
Let me finish this drink and whatever you say goes.
Oh.
Hi, Dad. Deanna Perry?
Oh, that's my other half.
Oh.
That's the other half's name.
Oh.
But that's one of the boys.
Okay, gotcha.
So they must be on mom's phone.
Is that Mike or not Mike?
Is it Mike or not Mike?
Or both?
Might be both.
Cool.
They're at the alley. They were like, you might have to come get us. And then when I told them that I didn't have to, they were like, yay! So I'm like,
Thank God I don't have to hang out with Dad.
Right. One day is enough, apparently.
Rob said, I feel I keep going to the different classes to make sure everything is going smooth. Not to mention trying to talk to everyone and meet the new people
We're good, you're too late now.
and answer questions.
Yeah. Believe me, I understand. I like talking to people.
Clean up crew master.
What is this? It looks like we're all going to the pool.
Listen, my wife knows how to make messes, so she also knows how to clean them
She also
up.
knows how to clean up,
Yes.
then, apparently.
Goodness.
We're making do. I'm blinded by
I'll
the
probably
light.
take one. I mean, we still got.
That is not Mike.
That's not Mike. Hello, not Mike. I don't know which one.
I'm gonna leave this one here.
That one's cool.
I think they switch back and forth.
Oh,
So you
do
can't
you want
tell
this one
who's
instead?
who's.
Okay.
So you can't tell who's who's anyway.
Sorry, I don't want to be in the live.
Don't want to spill the drink again.
Yeah. Knock it on me this time.
Okay, back.
The guy Jenkins not the one spilling things.
Right?
It was me. I'm stupid.
Well, I heard yelling, and I was like, I wonder what's going on down there, and so I
So then I
watched
took
the
the
live, and then I had to go back a couple minutes.
Yeah. We're okay.
You guys are
Yep.
crooked.
It is crooked.
It's very crooked.
You can, if you push this side down, no, the actual turn the actual, yeah, like that. Actually here.
Oh wait, I think I got it. At least it wasn't milk.
What's going on, Big Egg?
Earthquake.
He said at least it wasn't milk.
That's it.
I'd almost
That's-
rather it be milk than
What?
than
What?
Sprite. Yeah.
No, milk will stink. At least Sprite you can just wipe up. I brought like spray. Are you?
Holy cow.
Oh no, it's coming up.
Something about.
It's
Our
absorbing.
floor is crooked.
No, it's okay. I was trying to,
Get all my trophies.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, that too. Hang on, guys.
Down the walls.
I'm trying to get. There we go.
Oh yeah.
That's better.
Beautiful.
Jacob said he got the broken bearing out of his VP3 gear,
Right?
broke 2 pocket screwdrivers, and a whole set of Harbor Freight picks.
Jesus. Wow.
Little.
Also, I was looking at 2 chassis, Pippin Truggy or a Wraith 1.9. Which do I go with? So not knocking one of them, but Axial made it a pretty damn good cage.
Yeah.
Thanks, Ben.
Man, how do we say that?
I feel like that name is overhyped.
Yes, that's what we'll
It's
say.
the only thing.
He makes.
I've seen a couple of good things come out of that.
He makes some cool stuff. However, if you are also any kind of fabricator and you look at his stuff closely, you will see some things that you may be okay with, you may not be okay with. I would say the general consensus between the three of us is we're not okay with some of the things he lets slide. I would never.
The consensus is the Wraith cage looks good.
Yeah, yeah, the Wraith cage. But
And like Rob said, the Axial truck is much lighter.
yeah, 100%.
Yep.
Yeah. So there's a few things.
On the flip side of that, none of us have any experience with a Pimpin cage.
I didn't need to. I've seen enough on Facebook
But I
personally.
will say, because you are obviously in the group, if you reach out to, not to throw him under the bus, but David Crabtree has had at least one Pimpin crawler.
Yeah, David will tell you all about it.
Yes, he will definitely tell you his thoughts and feelings on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm.
Jacob said the Wraith 1.9 is 300 with a set of OMF knockoffs in the other upgrades. And other upgrades.
It's not bad.
No, that's not bad. That doesn't sound bad.
Yeah. Man, if you're in love with the Pimpin truck, then it is definitely an option if you can't build your own.
Yes.
Is that a politically, like,
Safe?
yes? I mean, I don't care about that. He's got nothing.
Yeah, no, if you have the talent to build your own,
Yeah.
I'd rather do that than get it.
Yeah. I think he's pumping out some stuff just to get it done for me personally. Because I really like that new truck he had, but he's doing zero body work to it, and I don't like that part.
Which, I mean, that part is an easy fix.
But he won't, I don't think he'll sell them with no, he won't sell them at a discount, none painted. He wants to paint all of them and have them all patinaed and stuff.
I gotcha. That I wasn't aware of.
Yeah, I would rather, because he's like, oh yeah, they're all custom painted, but you can still see the lines. The back of the bed looks like it's made out of plywood. It's got those, like those big, I don't know what you call that, where the printer like makes stacks. You know what I'm talking about?
Sounds like a standard print for me.
Yeah, I don't know.
No, that's making spaghetti.
That was dinner.
Yeah.
Rob said, need the front chassis brace if it doesn't have one, and a good set of links.
Yeah, I had one that I had for a while.
That was a nice crawler.
Yeah, it worked pretty well. I just, just is what it is. I got rid of it because I had
What's going on, Levi?
47 other trucks. The one thing I would make sure if you get the 1.9 Wraith, you're gonna need to get either aluminum housings or you want to get the 3-piece and then immediately get the aluminum C's and knuckles because they will break, and that's what happened with mine. I was just bobbing across the yard, the C broke and actually snapped the axle shaft when it caved. It just basically overextended it and shattered a bunch of stuff and broke the hell out of it. And that was not fun because I was in South Carolina at my mother-in-law's house.
I do remember that.
Yeah,
That was a quick engine.
that was a very expensive because I had that stuff overnighted
Oh,
to
really?
fix it because me and the guy were supposed to go crawl the next day. Me and a new random Facebook friend that
Mhm. We're gonna meet out in the woods.
he was actually pretty cool.
So after all that, I hope that helps.
Yeah, sorry. That was a long way of saying, do whatever you feel like you should do. You might want to set F10 portals. For sale, like woolly sailboat.
Woolly sailboat.
But
I'm gonna need some funds.
huh? I'm not gonna sell you just a front.
What?
You crackhead.
Well, you will. It's just
Yeah.
you have to build it.
We'll need those ones.
I'll sell you
I
all.
was building as how the printing is going.
Yeah, how's that going, Jordan?
Well, so I figured out you know how I scaled up the phones for 5 1/4,
Correct.
and they were way too big.
Mm-hmm.
They fit those 2 boggers that I've got. So I'm printing another pair of those. They're printing just fine.
Okay, that's good. so you're printing a lot of useless things, and that's coming out well.
Useless to you.
Yeah. On my
On your printer.
No, that's good. Did you reach out to Oboy about the Ford?
No. So do you remember when we talked about that?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, it was yesterday, right?
Yeah.
So I came home and I basically changed clothes and we went to dinner.
Oh.
And then I came home and made the bed and went to bed.
That's a viable excuse.
And then I got up
There's more.
and you heard about my morning.
Yes, I did.
Yes.
And then after that, I had to start cooking dinner for you fuckers.
Whoa.
Whoa, I always said you had to.
Whoa.
You
offered.
offered.
Well, you guys were like, what's for dinner?
I did not.
Well, somebody did.
I don't think so.
I don't think we did.
No. You
I think-
mentioned it to us yesterday.
Yeah.
Hey, tomorrow night's dinner will be.
Yeah, and you gave us options.
Yeah.
And I believe we went with the option that you had already kind of pre-selected. Because you threw out, what was that, buffalo chicken sandwiches. I remember that.
Yep.
The whatever we ate today that you called some fancy name.
Not really, but
You called it something. I don't remember. Anyway. I can't remember. Then our other option was frozen pizzas.
yep.
Yeah.
And Logan is agreeing with you guys.
yep, because he
that I ran through the whole week of meals.
Yeah.
But so, believe it or not,
See?
I don't just randomly be like, "Hey guys, guess what I'm making for dinner this week?" So somebody had asked what the plan was for dinner or something along
I
those
think it
lines.
was you.
It wasn't.
I didn't ask.
I don't know.
I don't think either one of us said anything. I think it was you. Logan was there. He'll be our tiebreaker.
You know, I might have asked I might have asked who is making dinner tomorrow night, whether it was you or you, Haley. Because there was
See, dinner's just expected.
Oh,
So I felt the
he
need.
felt obligated then, I guess.
I mean, I didn't want to say it, but you guys never had to ask when you came over to my house.
No. You were a good hostess.
I tried.
Anyway, back on Nilla Bear's YouTube channel. Oh, hey.
Oh, Logan said frozen pizza.
Yeah.
That is on the menu for later in the week when I don't feel like cooking.
When Doug and I aren't here,
Target here.
he doesn't have to impress us.
Now that's not true because the last time I said, "Well, I'm just making frozen pizza tonight," you guys are like, "I'm getting rallies."
Well, Doug said Rallies is done and done. I was like, God damn, Rallies sounds really good. So I went to Rallies and I got myself a big beefer. And I smashed it.
Smash it.
But since we're on the conversation,
Uh-huh.
Matt,
Yes, sir.
what did everybody else eat?
Oh, yes. What did you guys have for dinner?
Wes Logan's telling us he had frozen pizza,
Oh.
Maybe.
but I'm pretty sure he's just.
If you had frozen pizza, what kind of frozen pizza did you have? Oh, Jesus.
Why do you see it started out cold?
Well, at first it was frozen.
Yeah.
Then after I had the oven preheated for a while.
It turned into not frozen.
Frozen.
Fallen said, we need a Nilla Bear Monday Night Live. What are we cooking? Then in for 7 p.m. Bullman Built Live.
It's like the prelude into Bullman Built.
Yeah.
So I do feel pretty bad because today when I got home from work, the kitchen was very nice and clean, and I destroyed it.
She seemed to understand it was okay.
Yeah, well, when you eat delicious food,
That is
there
true.
are sacrifices
That
to
is
be
true.
made.
Logan said no pizza. He's heating up bacon right now.
Just bacon?
Just bacon.
Bacon, tomato
there's
sandwiches.
no complaints there though.
Oh,
Big Egg says lasagna. Stricken says smoked spicy mustard covered pork chops.
dang.
That sounds good.
Wow, that sounds fancy.
Colorblind had Papa John's.
See pizza? Seriously. That checks out with an 18-year-old dude.
Yeah, well, when I posted that picture of dinner, he commented that he's wanting to come over.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a more than a hop, skip, and jump through the woods.
Yeah, no joke.
Got told it probably cold by the time it got
Yeah.
there.
The boys had wings for dinner.
Ooh, I like wine.
From where? I had wings last night.
Probably from the alley.
From O'Girls. O'Girls?
Yeah.
Whatever they're called.
Wings, etc.
Ah. What is the et cetera?
They have other things.
They have terrible fries. I don't know much.
I'm waiting for the new Wingstop to open. Right there at behind the new car wash.
I'm not a super big fan of Wingstop.
But it's it's not. I don't think it's the same as. I don't think it's the same place as the other Wingstop. I think there's two different ones.
I don't believe it.
I don't know.
I don't think the Wingstop that's owned by the exact same company is the same Wingstop.
I mean, you could be right.
Yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure. Do you remember? Where was it? They're on Fry and 31.
Mhm.
Behind the gas station there.
Yeah.
In the like strip center. There used to be a Wings, etc.
Yeah. The motorcycle?
Street racing. No big deal.
Either that or tomatoes, I don't know.
What?
You said a tornado siren?
Yeah,
Oh.
kind of sound like that, spooling up outside, you know?
All I heard was
He's the one drinking.
he turned into mumbling Elvis.
I thought you were
Logan asked Doug, the one in Canby? If so, it's open.
Yeah, that one's open. No, there's one being built. I don't think it's open yet in Greenwood. Behind the new Jabetsky's. Basically Smith Valley and 31.
Interesting. So, I don't know if you noticed it or not, but I made it from my driveway when I texted you guys
Dude,
to your driveway.
hauling ass and hitting every green all the way up.
Nope, I hit
Or
a
not.
bunch of reds. I was like,
Did you just
hey,
look the other way when you went through?
guess who doesn't care if I come over on you? Wow.
So by that point, I was in crunch time of dinner, so I have no idea what was going on.
I made it from my house to your house in rush hour traffic in like 15 minutes.
It was, yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, and when you mentioned, might have been mistaken on the time for dinner, I thought you were saying it was already done and waiting for us to even get here.
No, because when I started cooking, I was like, well, shit, it's only gonna take, 20 minutes or whatever.
Right?
No big deal.
And then it took a lot longer than that.
It's alright. It's okay. We still love you.
Oh, thanks.
Boys, did you save any wings? Is that my lunch tomorrow?
You have to say me any wings, boys?
Yeah. Matt likes boys too.
What?
Matt likes wings too. God dang. It's a rough night. This better be just right.
You sound like a weirdo.
Yeah, right?
I think eventually I'm just gonna bring all my little totes out.
There you go.
Put
So
them on
you're
the
gonna
back
make
shelf.
this your new hangout shop, or?
Well, my existing shop is disgusting, so it's not a bad idea.
How's it just so instead of cleaning your existing shop, you're just gonna make a mess out of here?
Yeah.
There you go. I like it.
He's like, it's my basement. I'll do what I want to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at those threads.
Very effed
They're
up.
like flat.
They've been ground on.
Oh yeah.
It's like
Was there a link right there or what?
no. It was like somebody tried to put a like a standard nut on it or something. Look at these things.
What's going on, Dustin?
Holy crap.
Yeah. Not sure what happened there, but
And I'm impressed that it's all the way down.
All the way, yeah.
that's a lot of ugly days on one day.
No kidding.
Somebody bolt.
Oh, the righty tighty's got really loosey.
Yeah. The face you make when righty tighty becomes righty loosey.
Right.
Been there.
Ramses are.
Hello.
I wasn't gonna do it.
Ramses is
No, don't worry about it.
Gotcha. Handled. Ramses is. Oh. Missed you on Sunday. Thought you were gonna come down for comp stuff. Maybe some trail day. Trail days in what, 2 weeks?
Trail days are a lot funner.
Yeah. Trail days are a lot more fun.
More relaxed.
Yeah. I break a lot of stuff on trail days though. Not sure who's
So speaking of trail days, are we? What are you running next trail day? Because I kind of want to take a buggy
I can do that.
and run this trail.
I can do that. I was really wanting to put the black jacket that's in this Capra in my turbo buggy. Maybe give it a little more Shazam. No. I have a feeling you're gonna do it, though. That's stupid.
Now the turtle buggy, like the orange one.
It's just slow. Like, and I know that it's not a rock racer, you know, whatever, but like, there's just sometimes when I just need a little more, and it just won't do it.
Yeah.
But that black jacket is a lot. I'd have to gear it down more if I can.
Ryan said he got his SSD wheels for his SCX Honcho and 10.3 straight axles for his 75 Ford Truggy build.
Nice. Sweet.
Sounds like a good week.
Hell yeah.
Big Egg said, question, what's the difference between F9 and F10 VP straight axles?
F9s are basically, I want to say like the older style, I guess, basically. Like, F10s are new. They have different
No, they don't.
knuckles.
Nope.
I thought there were some different ones.
So on the straight axles, there is really not a difference.
Are you sure?
Yes.
That's the
So they both take AR-44
correct.
gears. They both take the same axle shafts,
Oh, yeah, that's right.
and they both take 10-2 knuckles.
The housings are different.
So
I was gonna say, is that because I believe that you don't get the same steering angle
Yeah,
out
you
of
get-
the nines.
The 10s steer a lot better.
Yeah. So there's gotta be something on that housing and that will stop the knuckle.
Yeah. There's something different.
Yeah.
well, those are portals.
That's right.
I see. I thought there was a steering difference, an angle difference.
There's definitely a
between-
steering difference.
Yeah.
I can tell the difference between the trucks that I have that are pro race versus F10s, for sure. Because my class 0 will be like fucking 90 degrees.
So is it actually steering more, or like is the housing giving more steering, or is your steering hitting? Because I've noticed on this set that before, because these are stay at the bottom, and before you're all the way locked out, I'm into the housing.
I don't know. Couldn't tell you.
To my knowledge, and I'm not a VP employee, so I don't know exactly, but to my knowledge, the only difference is the housing itself.
I'd have to give
So this is the F9 offset axle. The F10 plastic version looks very similar, and then the aluminum version is the Toyota housing.
correct.
Otherwise, internals across the board are the same.
So 10s are plastic housing to begin with.
Yeah.
don't know. I'll have to ask. There's got to be something that we're missing.
I don't think anything changed in the straights. The portals, night and day difference.
Yeah, very,
Not-
very different.
Very little crosses over.
I know I have run the driver's side link up to get more clearance over a pumpkin before.
Yeah.
Clearance.
Clearance.
Yeah, because if you run it all the way up, I can
Yeah.
I can smack the axle with the
Yeah.
with the knuckle.
I have done that before, just space it up. And the other side be on the bottom with the regular link,
Yeah.
if that's the case.
Wonky.
It is, but
Wonky donkey.
it's not silly if it works.
That's true. I mean, it may still be silly, but it's a working silly.
Different pumpkins?
No.
Logan's asking. Wreck-It Ralph was late.
They gotta be different somehow. Do you have straights around here somewhere?
In my kit, I don't have anything built. Those are 44s.
I know they are, but I'm trying to think about. Let me see that.
But I know for a fact the F9 and F10
Internal
Internal.
shafts are identical. So they're not getting.
I thought it was universals. I don't remember.
Universal.
Jeff, you're thinking of the portals. So yes, the F10 portals have the universal axle shafts, whereas the F9 portals from the Ultra or the 10.2 portals have a CVD shaft, which have way less steering.
I wonder if they made the F10 portals and then just kind of like carried that F10 name in.
The name, I think so.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I didn't even ask. Tell you the truth. I'll ask Jim. I'll just hit up Jim on Instagram. Set up. So.
Copy.
I don't know. No, that's yours. I don't want that. It's clear. Yeah. Clear as clear.
I don't think I've heard that one.
I just made it up.
Just made it.
Patented.
Patent.
And then 10.3s are a whole different.
Yeah. Oh, Jesus Christ. What are we doing here? Alright, here.
I've got a towel though.
Do you need a sippy cup?
Dude, I think so. Could be that you're taking up half a table.
Is that what it is?
I'm just finding
Any excuse?
Yeah, I'm gonna just.
It's funny that you're grasping at straws when you probably need one.
I don't like straws.
Reminds me of those little second days.
That was a good joke. I liked it.
Thanks. I'm here all day. I kind of want to take apart this 3-year trans and see how gross it is inside.
Yeah, do it. I like the aluminum standoffs. That's not that corrupt.
No, it's 3D printed.
Yeah, that's pretty wild.
So
J concepts, for sale.
they're not actually for sale.
Okay, never mind then.
I did see that they had filament on sale for $11.99 per roll.
Oh, okay.
Micro Center. So
I also got a message from a guy that I've been talking to about printer stuff, and he said maybe we need to change the filament. Which one's the not tire stuff?
the PLA.
PLA, that's it. He said maybe we have a problem with our filament. Change it. I also noticed that Scott uses that white stuff, and I don't know what that is, but he seems to have pretty good luck with that.
Sounds like we need to figure out what that is.
Well, I have boxes of it. I have the boxes. What's up?
Ryan Davis saying, Doug, what year was that chassis made that is sitting on the table you were working on? Looks pretty vintage.
2009, surely?
Yeah. Who puts grease on a slipper spring?
Stupid.
Yeah, probably 2009, 2010, somewhere in there.
Maybe.
But yes, definitely vintage. One of my vintage builds is, I've got 2 old school builds going on. I've got one that's doing TLT axles with a Stampede transmission, which is how Matt and I both started doing this. And then after that was the original SCX 10-1 axles and a 3 gear from basically the SCX 10, but then aftermarket chassis came around.
Yep.
So yeah, this is an old SWX chassis.
That was Bender, right?
Yeah, Bender. Bender
So you
custom.
got you have an axial Bender, and I have the TLT Bender. What's that thing called?
Yeah.
Damn it, what's that? I don't know. Anyway, I've got a Bender chassis for the TLT, and I cannot remember what it's called. I'm saving my life right now, which is dumb.
Is it the SW or something like that? SW.
That's an S.
That's the SWX.
SWX.
Was it the SW2?
No, it says it on the side of it. I'll have to double look if I can remember.
I'm trying to build a couple of the rigs I used to have,
Yeah.
just to have.
Bender was an actual rock crawler, wasn't he? Like an actual rock
Yes.
racer. He ran, so I can't remember what he ran, but yeah, that's pretty true. It was.
Bender Customs.
Pretty sure that he was.
III DST, fulfillment and bulk pack deals.
Okay. I ran DST. I thought you were stuttering for a second. Because you've been drinking.
Then the IIDST.
I'm on my second
DFT.
Hey, wasn't that the name of that cheap
Aye.
Speedo on Amazon? Wasn't that the DST?
Uh,
IIDST?
I thought it was IIDT or ISDT.
Some similar.
Very close. Yeah.
Okay. I guess I actually have 3 vintage rigs that I'm building. I also have an XR10.
That's built though, isn't it?
Halfway?
Oh, I thought it was already up. No, sorry.
No, it just sits up there and looks pretty.
That's all mine do.
Shuriken says, sorry, mistyped. ID Max.
No, Jordan's not having a stroke. Jordan was reading the freaking words, and for once, I wasn't screwing up the words. That's literally what it said.
Yeah, Jordan's not having a stroke.
He's making sure he is not on the losing end of this one.
So upset about it too. God, gets very defensive.
Lord.
Jesus, that's funny. So,
Cheers again tonight.
No,
God.
not tonight. I was rubbing. That was my nose. Jordan not having a stroke today. I just put this little micro in my new Bandit. Kids won't know what hit him.
Dad, you want to race?
That'd be the first thing
Did you take
Logan
it out at
says.
all?
Huh? No, I haven't done anything with it. Going on last
Does anybody
night.
need a forward motor mount for a axial 3 gear?
Sure don't.
Why would you get rid of that? Oh, because that's it. Printed one?
Opinions.
That is a printed one, yes.
Opinions.
They're like assholes.
They are a lot like you. So do I
No, the Muffin Man.
sell this as a whole? Do I sell this as a whole, or do I just sell the axles and then get stuck with the cage and the transmission for 6 months? And
Dude, if thought about it today, hold on to the cage and you make one of those drifter cars Saturday.
yeah, that would be cool. I'm doing that. Okay. I got enough to me to sit down.
Go say, I mean, outside of,
Capra cart.
and the transit are good for $50 or so.
the axles worth in this
Like,
great condition? They're pretty nice.
honestly, I don't know with them both being steering axles.
We'll have to figure it out. But I like the idea of taking it all apart, because that gives me more stuff to do on the life. And I'm gonna sit here twiddling my thumbs. So,
Sounds like a grand plan.
28. Nice.
Fallen said he's about to start wrenching on a low-C drag car.
I was literally getting ready to ask what you guys are doing this evening.
They're watching us use split rings.
Yeah. Watching me split rings for sure. Right. I am gonna need to move that charger here. So probably too.
Oh, does red mean it's not?
Yeah, it's not on. Jeez.
So this 3-gear that I got,
It's a pile of shit.
well, I mean, I basically bought it for your internals.
Okay.
But, so it came in a small box. The guy had taken a piece of styrofoam that was about an inch thick and cut a square out of it, so it was like, it fit in the box like long ways, like a sleeve. And he had cut a square out big enough for the trans to sit in it like this, and slid it all in there. So there's fucking styrofoam all in it.
Yeah. But he packed it well.
I mean,
It could be worse. I mean, dude could have just thrown it in a box. Like literally, some people do. Like, oh yeah, I got it for as cheap as possible, and then just literally throw it in a box, tape it up.
Logan says he's dismantling trucks.
Good job. What are you taking apart?
well, that changes things.
Colin says, I guess I'm not lagging. I heard it before you said it.
I know. I told you that before. It has the old style output. That's not a repeat.
Is it the big one piece?
Yeah, it's a one piece,
But it doesn't have the through holes.
which is fine because I was putting it's getting a Hertz dig, but now I don't have a.
Yeah, you don't have the option to do that.
So really, the parts that I was buying.
Dude, there's no through hole. That's original AMX.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
That's old.
Yeah.
That's an old school one.
When you trusted that set screw and tightened that on that flat spot.
That's an RP.
Yeah, every trip's all three of them.
Nice. You got a decent transmission right there.
Except you can't use the
Yeah,
X
except for
outputs.
And for whatever reason, they have the newer style slipper on there.
Yeah.
The old style, the original style, the AX10 did not have a slipper at all. You just had to break stuff.
That was the original Sendit version.
Yep.
Okay.
So I'm guessing you're interested in these tusks here? Is that what we're saying? Tusks.
Yeah, possibly.
Tuscadaries. If anybody's interested in some Capra axles,
I mean,
hit me up.
I'm poor right now, so if you can sell them, I got it.
I mean, I'm sure I could, but if you want them or need them, I'll go and talk to your.
Brian says, so Matt, now that you have a printer, now, Matt owns a printer, but he doesn't have it.
Yes.
He says, are you going to start printing stuff for people?
No.
Jordan says no. My operator is not up to the task right now. Probably not.
I have quite a backlog for Matt's personal
Just
projects.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
And I'm having some print issues on some of them,
Yeah.
so.
In all honesty, I want so many things from that printer already that we have lined up. And I don't know if it's just a capacity thing, but I don't really see how people even make anything selling 3D print stuff unless it's bodies. Like, cause then you can just let it roll or whatever, but
Yeah.
I mean, for those little $6 cans and stuff, like at $1 an hour, and those things take, let's say $3 or 3 hours, like, I don't know if they take that long, but you know what I mean?
Jacob asked, where did Doug get the orange rodding tool. He needs one to complement the TGH one he has. So that is one that I printed.
That's that Nelbear custom.
Yeah.
Another Bear Custom, part number 001269.
I like it. 1269.
6969420, I think is the actual.
So, okay.
Yeah.
That was on the other page.
Yes.
It has been very useful.
Yeah, I like it for the opposite end of the TGH. You start one, start the other one, just rip those things together real quick. Like it is quite convenient. Although Jordan does get butthurt when you don't use it all the time. And you buy a TGH one until you buy him a TGH one, and then he says, "Oh, these are amazing." And you're like, "Yes, yes, they are."
And I'm using it.
Never used it.
Making custom links. If you guys have
You've never used
I
that?
haven't.
God.
It's still in the plastic bag?
No, it's open.
Oh, okay. I was like, man, I've at least taken mine out. I've at least put it in this. And used it. Oh yeah,
Life changing, my friend.
No, I mean, I
Because you
haven't.
can't attach this to that.
And if you guys don't have one, and you do anything with links at all ever, the Team Garage Hack link ball socket thing for one of these is the second best tool you'll ever buy, because this is the first best tool you'll ever buy.
Yes.
This thing is a wrist and arm saver, and then buying that ball end thing is just amazing. So worth it.
And if you have a 3D printer, the file for the orange one is on Thingiverse.
Thingiverse.
What
Thingiverse,
if they wanted a red one?
it's still on Thingiverse. Thingiverse doesn't see color.
Much like you.
Exactly.
Yes.
And then today while I was at work, I mocked up links and I
Yeah.
made this nifty wooden gauge. So that's how long my links have to be from outside to inside. So I know they're all the same length.
My nifty.
This is my wooden gauge to make sure my links are all the same length.
That's awesome.
Using my kidneys.
I think Doug is very creative.
Yeah,
That's an understatement.
that is for sure. If I was ever gonna give Doug a single compliment that just covered all of knowing Doug, it was just Doug is very creative.
Doug thinks outside the box.
I don't know that I've ever seen you think inside.
Inside
the
the box. Wait, there's a box?
Believe it or not.
Yes. Oops, I'm doing pull this out.
The Ryan wants that Ford cab, which I have the file. I just at some point maybe I'll get around to it, but I do have the file.
It just needs, we need to figure out the old filament, or whatever our problem is.
Yeah.
We have a problem, we don't know what it is. Well, I have a problem because,
Because you're not getting it.
yeah, Jordan printed some things on my printer for himself, and they came out beautiful. And then he
And
tried
I
to,
offered that to you.
I know, and time out. And then he printed, then he went to round 2, and it made half of a hood, and then just shipped the rest of it on the bed.
Yeah.
So,
Facts.
yeah, I wasn't getting ready to throw you under the bus. I was just explaining what happened.
Well, when you first started telling that story, I thought you were talking about the foams that I've been printing.
Yeah, that did it really for me. Well, that's fine. That's one of the perks of having it at your house and doing all the work for me and stuff. I told you it's at your disposal as long as it's not months and
It's not sitting idle. So
yes, it's not sitting idle for long. True.
all that to get the wheelbase stretched and
Hey, it made a good live video. Like 14 people watched. So it's fine.
well, you got 28 people watching you tear it all apart.
It is what it is. If I wasn't tearing this apart, I'd be building wheels. I thought about building a set of wheels for my Falcon truck. Then I realized my Falcon truck lives in a
seen people selling those Falcon bodies, by the way?
I have not seen any for sale now.
$150.
Really?
Yeah.
That's it?
Yeah. Yeah. I was quite surprised. I figured they'd be a lot more than that.
Well, I mean, if you think about it, people have been trying to give away Phoenix bodies lately.
True.
So,
Yeah, Phoenix stuff is definitely taking it back. That's for sure.
There's so many of them out there now.
Oh yeah, there is. It is.
They're great trucks, that's why.
Yeah, they're awesome.
yeah, I mean, the VFD twins are down to like $55, $60
Yeah.
a pop.
Which is wild, because like, that's a lot of work for some of those dudes that are parting those out. I mean, it's not really a lot of work, but some of those bags that you have to get into for one thing, like some of the hardware, like your wheel nuts are in the hardware for the wheels. You gotta get that open, and then that goes with the axles, and then you gotta open the, you know, like, I've gotten the transmissions like 3 different ways. I have one that's in a whole bag by itself, like just all sealed. And then I have another one that's like bag D or E, whatever it is, and then like the other bag that's the other half and stuff. So, I don't know. Seems like a lot of work for not making a lot of money, but I guess in mass, you know, we got 14 BP trucks that are sitting there, and you can just put a set price and start
Starts to rob that will.
Yeah. But then the same guys are stuck with 50 sets of, I like the black. Yeah, black. Then you're stuck with 50 sets of those stock RTR tires and wheels and stuff like that.
Which those crack me up because there's still people out there that are like,
Trying to sell them.
got them for $50.
Yeah.
Like you're gonna hold on to them.
Whatever. It's not my baby.
Looking for
Still hardware?
Well, no. I'm looking for my other 2 black rings.
It wasn't me.
With me.
On this one also?
Also, would you still be interested in these if one of them was open?
The gold stars? I don't, sure, I don't know.
It was just a question.
Yeah.
Doesn't hurt my feelings one way or the other.
I don't know, I think I have some gold stars, but you know.
I remember you guys the other day.
Yeah. At a discount price, it's possible. You know.
I mean, yeah, I would probably trade them for a different color
Oh.
that you have
You need some clear
multiple of.
some clear stars? I've got like 5 pairs of those, 5 sets of those things. What are you doing over there, Doug?
Yeah, I just smashed the threads on one end of this, that doesn't hold up. Doesn't want to start.
My one's done for the evening. Stopped spilling drinks and started taking apart trucks.
Hey, there we go.
Getting really far now.
Like it's got a file over there.
Yeah, he's,
Oh, hell, I can
he's
hear
big
it.
business right now.
Getting her done.
Getting her done. I'm still interested in. Oh, okay, so
Yeah, we're still at the cab.
okay. Yeah, I'm interested in a super cab Ford that I can't get printed either. So we're both stuck right now.
Oh yeah, I didn't even show you that. Because I talked about that yesterday.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you didn't really have to show me. I believe you. It's not that deep. Jordan, you're a damn liar.
I know why my
Dad, come look, I promise.
Show me proof. Why you're failing.
I thought I got a virus. I'm trying to delete it. Have you seen that video?
No.
It's a little kid, and his mom clearly catches him looking at things on the internet that he shouldn't have, and obviously ended up with a virus.
Yeah.
And she's like, "Well, why are your pants off?" So he like goes on and on about how he like was looking at something on the internet and he got a virus, and so then he was trying to get rid of it, and then it scared him and he slipped, and that's why his pants were off.
When I lived with my grandparents, their computer got a virus, and my grandma was like, "What have you been looking at?" And I'm like, "I don't really even use your computer." And then I think the light bulb clicked in her head that my grandpa uses that computer a lot. So God only knows. Alice Chalmers. I don't know. She's like, "What have you been doing?" I'm like, "I just sit on YouTube all day." That was back when, the dial-up and stuff. And
Logan said, "That's my story, and I'm sticking to it."
right?
All right, well I'm done. So line's over. Oh, here you can put this wheel together.
Okay, give me just a second. I need to put all these bolts up. Here's what I'm gonna call this. Screws.
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 Screws mill.
The whole Capra.
Oh, you didn't even make it to snack time.
I know, right? I told you I stopped spilling when I started working. I guess I will need my tool. This will get
You need the red one.
For what? Oh, you put yeah, bubs.
I even brought screws.
Oh, very nice.
In the
Yeah,
form of
but-
a
Two.
compact.
KTK. Our friend Mike Kirby.
Our wonderful friend Mike Kirby.
I went to ship his box back today because I realized I'm not gonna make it back to Ohio before I see him in Rockover.
Yeah.
And I put that box he gave me in a smaller box that didn't look like it was gonna fall apart as soon as someone breathed on it. And it was $65. He's like, "Yeah, balloon." I was like, "Yeah, no, I'll wait." So I'm gonna go try and stick it in a different box.
Yeah, that's a.
Yeah, and if that doesn't work, he'll just have to talk different.
Oh, you could damn near drive it to him. and
Yeah,
back.
that's what I was thinking. I was like, well, if it's like $20-30, like, it saves me the time and everything, no big deal. But, shit.
Don't do it during August.
Yeah,
You'll end up over there and you're like, "Man, I can't buy anything. It's August."
yeah, I know, right? I'm not even gonna look at my phone in August.
Yeah. Right. That's gonna be tough.
I wanna get the Suburban done. I need to get that regulator. And, I need a regulator for the AC because, do you have all the screws or am I,
Got that right here.
that's everything? Yeah. Okay, cool.
Get you some.
I did. I'm gonna get a regulator because now it has no blower motor whatsoever. And my friend Ryan was like, "Oh, that's this regulator," and then I looked it up on YouTube, and they were like, "All right, so turn into a spider monkey, crawl under the dash, and find this thing that looks like it was caught on fire," which almost all of them look like that. And then I need the window regulator as well. And if you guys are free that day to help me put a window regulator in, man, would that be helpful.
Why?
Because I have never done it, and it looks complicated, and I'll probably
Is
end
it
up throwing
Just
things.
a metal scissor one?
It's like a black slidey guy.
Oh, those are easy then.
Okay, I know, got
The big metal, like scissor looking ones are worse.
No, see, I can do that. I hate working on my own stuff, because then if it doesn't work, then I'm the only one to blame.
See, that's why I hate working on other people's stuff.
I feel like I'm more driven when I work on other people's stuff. Like if you call and you're like, "Hey,
I really need to get the Jeep done because I gotta drive it to work on Thursday or whatever. Like, I could really just knock some stuff out, and I feel like, no, I know what we're doing. It's okay. When I go to work on my stuff, I'm like, I don't even care for one.
Yeah.
It's the next guy's problem.
Yeah. We are missing some screws, sir.
Yeah.
Oh, now I didn't know you had all three built. Sorry, I'm stupid.
Well, they come in a pack of 2.
Listen. Get your hands off there.
Dustin said to look at Pirate Ship. That's who he's been using, which I've seen for shipping boxes.
Oh,
Yeah.
I was like, for what?
Sorry, he had mentioned that a minute ago. Which I've seen several things that I've bought recently. Like when I hit tracking, it mentions Pirate Ship. So, Big Egg offered $150 on the Capra axles,
Maybe I'll need a little more than that.
and Dustin also said they're not hard to do for the window regulators.
Okay, I just haven't messed with it. I'll do something. Cause I sure would like a window that actually rolls up and down and not just
Side to side.
slides down.
What are you looking for, Doug?
In that fifty little cross tool you got there?
The wing doodle?
Oh, do you have one that doesn't have it in it?
I don't know.
Or small, either does? Yeah, but I gotta go through the chassis.
Yeah, that's not here. You know what? I tried copying you quality tools. You know, that's the best Harbor Freight driver plus some sort of random socket that I found in the door.
Sounds like a tough deal to pass up.
Right.
Anyway, so we got that. Fallen was working on a Losi car. Did anybody else?
No, I didn't see anybody else chime in on it.
Yeah, are you guys working on anything? What you guys doing? Fiddling?
Fiddling.
On the roof.
That's fiddling with your wiener on the roof.
On the roof.
Alright. At least nobody will see you up there.
Dustin drives a hard bargain. He said, bring him a Phoenix, and I'll put the window regulator in.
Shit. I'll figure it out for that.
William's building his new printer that he got. from the
Nice.
center,
Nice.
on sale.
I need a new computer, is what I need. I was watching some videos today.
I have the LG Gram. I really like it.
Yeah, will it support CAD?
Probably.
I know that was one of the things that Matt and Harley were talking about, because somebody said something about wanting to learn CAD, and he was like, I've got a laptop, I can figure it out, and they're like, yeah, laptops usually can't handle it, so I'm out on my laptop.
Jacob said he can't work on his parts bin truck till his bearings kit ships and gets there.
Suck. That sucks.
Oh, I did see somebody say something about changing wheels. Logan said he's dismantling Class 2 chassis for Class 0 build. I think there's an extra class in there.
Yeah.
He thought the comp was today, by the way.
Today?
Yeah. He hit me up with, what time's the comp on Monday? I was like, it's on Sunday. So, hey.
Who? Logan?
No, I thought you said Black Guy. Oh, no, sorry, never mind. Logan. I'm an idiot. Sorry. I don't know what was wrong with my freaking brain today. I think I just broiled it.
Did you get drain damage from somewhere?
I think I did.
Speaking of, did you do any sandblasting today?
No, I did not. I will not be able to get over there as easily as I used to.
Okay.
So I'll do it sometime this week.
And Ryan said he's changing out wheels and hubs because he's never satisfied.
I know how that works. I know how that works completely. Think about putting a different body on everything that's Lexington comp related. I think we've discussed before how much I hate that Bronco body.
Why do you hate the bumper body?
It's just so big. Like, it has great approach and departure angles, I'll give it that. But the roof is like 97 feet tall. And I know it's not heavy, but like, I don't know. Just don't like it.
I thought it was funny. I was talking about ditching the hard body in my class 1
Yeah.
yesterday morning, I think. And then I grabbed first place.
Yeah. It just doesn't perform like I want it to.
It's just junk.
Thanks for my trophy. I don't know. I gotta figure out something to do with my class 2. It's not doing anything that I want it to do. I think it's probably a lot of driver mod, but I do want to lower it. I've noticed that on side hills it gets pretty floopy. Putting tires on these, or we just
I don't know what I'm doing.
noob? Okay. I don't know what I'm doing. That makes it very hard to help you.
Right?
Just for future reference.
You don't know. I don't know.
Anyway, I gotta figure out a way to lower my SCX Pro. I was watching your truck yesterday, and just with it being so low, and it just was a lot of stuff. And I feel like somehow your truck doesn't drag over everything, even though it's a freaking low rider.
I think it's because the belly is so far forward. And instead of right in the middle.
Yeah. I think the class 1 needs more weight. It's really light in the back. I know that. I need to add a little bit more weight back there. Need to finish the bumpers, so that way they quit caving in and cutting my brand new tires.
You did do that.
That sucked. What sucked more is I thought I only had one rip, and you're like, nope, there's one, and there's another one, and there's another one. I'm like, wow, this tire's about ready to fall apart.
Okay, quit pointing them out.
Gotta buy a whole new set of tires, or a pair of tires, just to replace one tire. Be alright.
Always Building said he rebuilt some shocks
Nice,
and painted a body today.
nice.
And then Jacob said he needs to paint some stuff for the Ultra and his 10 Pro this week.
I do like my 10 Pro, I just think it could be better.
I thought it was doing pretty well.
I mean, it's not bad by any means, like, I need to have more time on it, and I need to do some tweaking to it, is really what I need.
Yeah.
Cause I just don't have a whole lot of time driving it. I need to go out there and just
What's going on, blind guy?
spend a while setting up the course, or playing follow the leader, kinda like with you or guys, whatever.
Yeah.
I think that's what I need to do with my class 0.
Yeah.
Just because I'm not comfortable with it.
Yeah, see, I'm really comfortable with the 0. And I think what messes me up so much with the Pro is everything I have now is PS410 based. So I know how almost all my trucks are gonna drive, with the subtle differences of tires and foams and, you know, like tire size or whatever, but they all kind of drive the same. And then you throw that axial in there, it's just completely different, and then it just doesn't quite do the same.
Also, Jeff asked, any recommendations for shocks for a custom Rift build?
Man, so these Rift guys.
I've never owned a Rift.
I've never had a Rift. It would depend on what you're gonna do with it. If you're gonna go bouncing with it, I do not have a recommendation. If you are going to crawl almost anything, I would go with Dravs for one. Yeah. The Traxxas, was it GTR? GTRs, yeah. Traxxas GTRs,
But I feel like all of those shocks are too small for.
for a Rift, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yep. No, we're not really, the idea of a bouncer sounds really cool until we would have to go somewhere to actually run it. And I don't have any idea where we would take something like that. Indiana is very flat. We have to bring in our rocks from the bottom of the cornfield and then take them to all one central location just to have somewhere to crawl at.
Up on the slight hill.
Yeah.
I'm gonna move the charger here real fast, like, see if we can get this thing to start doing stuff. There we go. There. Yep.
And Jeff, both of those suggestions are based on us
Like what?
being
Dry it off or
I
whatever.
know I put it in, just,
pretty much strictly crawler or trail guys.
yeah. Either which way. Scale or trail, whatever, or trailer. I don't know what I'm trying to say. Yeah. We can't help much with a Rift, if you're going to use it as intended. I really like these black machetes. I could get rid of these. Put some silver steel hardware in there, that
Yeah, I probably need to make it work.
I'm going to here soon, so just let me know.
I'm waiting on VP to replenish stock of their normal color Hertz digs.
I'm waiting on
What's
them.
normal color? Black?
Black or
Clear.
I want gray.
gray, okay. They only had like, what, orange and red in stock the other day?
Yeah, either it's orange and either red or blue. I forget the other color.
Yeah, I know they're out of stock of a lot of things. Kevin asked me for some hubs. No, a locker. He asked me for a locker. They're out of stock.
Oh, really?
Yeah, no incision lockers are all out.
Yeah, because I need cause I've got a gray case with the black dig. So I was gonna get a black case with the gray dig, to mix and match so they're all the same. They're both.
Gotcha.
So I have a gray one and a black one.
Right.
So we'll see.
I think that one I got off you was clear.
I don't know. But that trans is junk. There's a Wraith.
Because of the trans in general?
The dig system in a Wraith trans doesn't work very well.
Gotcha. So you're just gonna put a straight 3 gear in it, or?
No, 3 gear with the dig.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
Basically the same setup that's in my Capra.
Right. I've been waiting for these guys to come back in stock too, but
I've seen a couple of good deals on them here lately.
there's a single, I think there's a single clear rear right now. And a black front or backwards, one or the other. I was like, I could always get them anodized, but I would just want them black to begin with, so
Yeah.
it seems kind of silly.
Well then, on that one you would lose the Curry logo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got it.
Could be gone.
Is this cracked?
Maybe.
Beauty mark. More than beauty mark. It's like dropped it.
Colin said he used a Rift at AxioFest as an aggressive trail
No.
color.
It's just not a full joint.
Oh man. Just a little half trunk. Or tusk action.
Like 5 1/4 or 2 on that. I think at one point I did have the temp chips on it.
Yeah.
That's a lot of tire.
It is a lot.
Dustin asked, how often do you use the dig trans in your trucks?
In my trail truck, all the time.
Yeah.
I love it.
In the trail, I use it a lot.
Yep.
It's the only feature on the DFT Twin that I actually keep. I lock it in high overdrive or low overdrive, whichever, but I definitely do keep the dig because I like it a lot.
Yeah, my trail truck is locked in low overdrive, and then I love the dig.
It
I
makes
will
it-
say it is. Oh, go ahead.
Good.
It is a game changer to set the dig up on a momentary switch.
Mhm.
Because in my first Phoenix, I set it up as the 3-position.
Yeah, where you could freewheel
Yeah,
or dig. Yeah, that was terrible.
and I thought that, and I think it's still set up that way, just because that one I have all 6 positions in the trans. But as far as usability goes, the momentary switch for the dig is so much better.
Yeah, either on or off.
I've got mine on a little square button, the very lowest one on my rugged,
Yeah,
and you just boop, and it slams dig in, and then it just pops it right back out as soon as you let
yeah.
go.
As soon as you let go of it.
It's a lot nicer. It's very nice that way. I mean, if you want to play with all the functions and stuff, you can set it up as a 3-position. Obviously, it's your truck, you can do whatever you want to. You can set it on fire and piss on it if you want. But what I'm saying is, I took the opportunity, I guess, to do the 6 positions with the 3-position on, kind of like what Jordan said. And you're just clicking buttons so much that after the first 10 minutes of playing with it, just seeing what everything does, you actually go out and try and drive it, and you're trying to dig, and it is not fun.
Especially if you're not using that neutral all the time. You have to go past the neutral every time.
So you gotta click, and then if you're sitting there, then you've taken 2 of your wheels out of the equation, so it's gonna roll downhill or roll up, you know,
Right.
it'll roll always downhill, but if you're going up or down, whatever, or it does weird things when you side hill. So, I would definitely suggest, if you don't just want the full function, you just go ahead and put it on 2-position.
Dustin said he put the dig and shift servos in. Then he asked, do you not use the freewheel spot then?
I don't.
Nope.
Like I said, I set it up in my first Phoenix just because I could.
Yeah.
And like,
I think we all did.
yeah, I wanted to have, like that was the new thing. So I wanted to have every button or every available option. But no, now that, like you said, most of them are locked out for overdrive or locked into whatever overdrive you want, and then set the dig up on a momentary switch. Which now has me thinking, I wonder if I can set the 4-wheel steer up as a 3-position momentary,
I don't know.
to where like like as I'm driving, I can push it, and it'll turn as soon as I let off of it, it'll come back.
That's what mine did. That's what I had in mine set up as. The 3-position momentary. Where I hit one, and then it would turn right, and I hit the other way and turn left.
And if you just didn't press it, it would stay straight.
Stay straight.
Because right now it's set up on a 3-position, so I'm constantly, just like what you were bitching about.
I tried to set it up as a step, so I could get like quarter steer, half steer, 3/4, and then all the way. But every time I tried to put it in the steps, I could only go up to 20, and it's like this. So it's just like, click, 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 and I didn't know you. Yeah, just go. So, but I was not a fan. What did that?
It's the fish at that time.
Oh, night fishes.
Night fishies.
It's 8:30.
Oh, okay. I like how your fish have a bedtime.
Yeah, it's because I'm lazy, so
Gotcha.
they're set up on timers.
Gotcha.
The same way.
Understandable. We look a lot better now with this light,
Yeah.
other than Doug. Doug still has the red light just blasting on him. It's like, looks like Doug's in a completely different room, and he's like blue screen. Doug's out in the sun, and me and you were in the basement.
Well, it's like when he posted up the picture earlier, I was like, wow, it looks like that end of the table got a lot of light.
Yeah, it looks good though. Looks fine. So dumb question. What is the other shift lever for? I thought it was for high and low.
No, it's
No.
2 different overdrives.
It's high and low overdrive.
Yeah,
Just on the front axle.
the one on the left is for high overdrive,
46%,
yes, and then low overdrive is back.
6%.
The middle though will let you free wheel the front.
Make it rear wheel drive.
Yes, it makes it rear wheel drive.
Yeah, the neutral position will disengage the front axle.
Yes. I had it set in stone. I couldn't even remember what the hell happened.
I did notice my C1 and CO use same training as Phoenix. My C1 is always high overdrive locked in. Somehow, at one time, I had both the bodies off, and I noticed that my CO was not locked into high overdrive. So I ran my whole first course with no overdrive at all. I was like, man, it was a world of difference.
I
at the
can't
same
believe you
time.
run locked into 46%.
My C1 was locked in. Yep.
My class 0 is, and it helps a lot.
Yeah.
A lot.
I wouldn't go trailing with it that way.
No.
But yeah, it's locked in. You know, what's yours?
Which one?
6.
Your one. C1.
30.
Oh, you're C1.
Oh, you're actually
you don't have a VFD though.
No, correct. I don't have a BFD.
You
It's,
got
Stealth, right?
no, it's the TGH Creeper
That's right.
that I stole from Matt.
Yes.
And had it anodized a different color so he would never notice.
I really still have no idea where that thing is. That's quite irritating. So to let you guys in on a joke, I bought a Team Garage Hack
It's
transfer
not a very
case.
funny joke.
Yeah, it's not a joke. And I am pretty particular about where I put especially expensive things. I have Rubbermaid boxes almost exactly like Jordan's. Well, some of them are exactly like Jordan's
Because they are mine.
because he's given them to me. But I have them set up like they're labeled links and ESCs, motors and servos and receivers and like all that stuff and transmissions. I put it in the transmission box. I may have taken it out to do something and now I have no idea where it is. That was before I moved everything around the garage. So I have a $100 transfer case just
MIA.
floating somewhere in my garage. I'll find it when I move in 6 years.
It'll show up somewhere.
You guys were talking about the
Holy
output.
Jesus!
hopes are.
What happened to that?
Looks like you tried to eat it.
Let's do that.
Or a beaver tried to eat it from the other.
Holy crow.
That is rough.
That is.
My axle and transmission parts
Ah,
bag or box.
Here's your beaver shaft back.
Thanks.
beaver.
It's got a good plastic gear.
Plastic gear, that's it.
You can always try to use your drill press and just put some holes straight through that gear you got.
Yeah, I tried drilling holes in the middle of things.
Didn't work so well, did it? I had a guy hit me up the other day asking if we were gonna make more, and I was like, probably not. Nope, probably not gonna happen. He's like, oh man, that sucks. I just waited too long to get one. I said, yes, you did. Because he's like, why don't you make more? I was like, because they are terrible. You
Because they're not worth the cost that we're charging you for.
you junk as many as you make, and then we have to make that up.
So Jacob asked, does TGH sell the forward motor mount and transfer case separately from the Sherpa kit? He has a
Yes.
set of Sherpa rails he wants to build in a few months.
Yeah, because I've got mine on G-Speed.
I'll say I think their forward motor mount and transfer case are pretty universal.
Yep.
Because yeah, mine are on a brazen chassis,
Mine
which
are
I have spacers on the one side.
I drilled new holes because I needed it fit. I bought the little adapter kit thingy that they sell, but I needed the motor on the other side, so I flipped it all around, and then the little adapter kit doodads didn't fit anymore because everything was, instead of going this way, was like this way or whatever the hell, because they're shaped weird. So then I just found some holes that they fit in that was roughly the same, and I just marked it out and went. mean, obviously, it was a little more calculated than that.
Probably not. Not much.
Aim and shoot.
Yep.
Need some stock 10-3 portal knuckles.
Nope, sure don't.
Those will go great with my not some 3 portals axles.
Or one side of 4 wheels.
You'll need them.
Give it time. That one was pretty exploded.
Yeah. Yeah, the little gear was
That's pretty impressive.
in several pieces.
That was.
You know what this thing really deserves?
Not your house.
I wasn't even gonna say that.
I was gonna think you'd say a new home.
And that too. It really deserves a new home to where I can love it. However, you really deserve some sleeves on these links if you're gonna keep it. The freaking,
Yeah.
you got just all these this one doesn't match, it's brake line. Then you got the two, I'm guessing these are Phoenix front links. ES410, however you want to call it. Then you got axial links on the back on the lowers. You got homemade, like, what the hell, bro? WTF.
I'm cheap.
That's,
Frugal.
I think a stick of that aluminum tube is like $2.38 or something like that. See? Keely agrees with me. She's yelling at me.
That's fine. I'll just take away her kibbles and buy more.
Is that what it's down to? Is that what it takes? You gotta starve your dog to buy a $2 stick of aluminum
Have you
tube?
seen her?
She doesn't go hungry.
She does not go hungry.
She's a good girl.
You know, Logan, that's a damn good question.
What?
I don't know what kind of snacks we're having.
We don't know. Is it snack time? It is
Because
snack
it
time.
is 8:38.
Sure could use some snacks down here.
I thought snack time was 8:30.
Where's our charcuterie board?
I'm bringing snacks.
Oh, Jesus.
I'm literally pouring your milk right now.
Yes! Woo! That means we get cookies.
Cookies and milk.
I'm gonna hold the glass with one hand so I don't spill it. Oh, so,
So we're having a coochie board.
yes, the cookie coochie board. What is that?
Did you cut it?
No, there's like some green shit on it. When these come back in stock, I'll get some more. This is another thing I want that's not in stock is these rubber mats.
I do like them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, nothing on the promotional board is in stock.
Yeah, because I have been using mine a little too heavily, and it is not nice looking anymore. Plus, my little one just going, "What's this do?"
Right?
Wait, these are mine, right?
No.
Are you sure? Yes.
Yes. Well, I didn't see them sitting in front of me.
Freaking douche.
Hey,
What? That's mine. Literally. I
no,
got.
it's,
What do you mean? Yes, it is.
isn't it?
Yes.
I thought I had 6 of them sitting here. Yeah.
Assistance.
Pixie sticks.
Assistance.
What the hell? We got dip?
It's dog.
Oh my god.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Reinforcements have arrived.
Oh, this is the best. Thank you.
What the hell?
I'm gonna make you a cookie coochie board.
Do I get the one your finger was wrapped around, or the one your
I'll
finger
take
was
that
in?
one. Here, you can have.
I held it like this.
Yeah, he was like.
You're strong hand.
The milk didn't touch my finger.
I almost believe that. What do we have here?
So we have Elf Witch, the double stuffed ones. Those are
peanut butter.
the king and his jesters have spoken.
Yep.
It's good.
Ryan Davis just said, "Damn,
Good thing we're not. Good thing we're not mic'd up yet. I really want to get those ones that sit on your shirt. That way I don't have to mess with this.
So then it goes.
Yeah, but you hear the. Good times.
And there's chocolate chip cookies on the backside.
Well, we're out of projects. Unless you want to go get a set of tires.
I don't really know what I want to mount on them.
Tires.
I'm on a project because I really don't feel like opening this up now. This does have some nice BP goodies on it though. Because I have a housing that still has the two uprights. Because I need to find a servo mount. Old school, because we're doing old school. So which means this comes off, it goes in a box.
Is that a VP one or is that an SSD?
I can't tell. I know it looks like it's brown on the back. I don't think it goes to this actual. No, it have to, because it has the one screw that goes down the bottom.
Oh, hey, what are we doing?
Mount some tires.
Putting some junk tires on there?
Yeah.
The Lord?
The
Rob,
works.
there's a, I don't know what do you call it in the bowl?
It's a Costco, like, it's basically like very unhealthy trail mix. But it's like a chocolate mix.
So the pretzel piece has a chocolate in it?
No, it's peanut butter.
So good.
Yeah. The trail mix is delicious.
Mini Reese's pieces?
It's chocolate chips. And the Reese's as well. Little mini pieces.
Oh, yeah. It's quite a delicious mixture.
And if I'm not mistaken, almonds? Please? There were almonds in there?
Or peanuts or
That's
something.
a peanut, but I thought there were almonds in there.
I think it's just peanuts.
No.
Yeah, that's a different nut.
Oh, there's a butterscotch. Anyway. I like to mix it. What was this? Oh, my hand. My germs. That's what it was. My germs.
What movie is that?
Scary movie.
Is that where he mixes it with a strong hand?
Yeah, where he sticks his hand in the mashed potatoes.
Mashed potatoes.
My germs. Well, what do you guys want to know?
Yeah, you guys are quiet this evening.
Yeah, you guys aren't talking. And we need to hit that like button. Is that what we're? I don't know how many like. I don't have any idea. I don't care. It's just whatever. That's what people say.
So I can exit out and go back in and see.
Yeah. Anyway, let's start some chatter.
Make sure you smash that like button.
What do you guys want to see? Any of the three of us? Something you've seen? Something that you would like to see us do?
Question about anything?
Yeah. I'm an open book.
While we go into a cookie color?
I can't. There's very few things I won't talk about.
Logan's getting snacks right now.
What are you getting?
Yeah, what are you getting, Logan? Does it look like this? So what is the brown one?
Peanut butter?
Oh, is that peanut butter? Okay.
You're gonna need to eat some of these Oreos, sir.
Why did she have to bring us 700 cookies?
My point being that if you don't eat some of these fucking Oreos, I'm gonna eat all these Oreos. Now, what?
What trails did you hit in South Carolina?
We went to 40 Acre Rock, and I went to what's the name of that place? There's something Falls.
Unforgettable balls.
No, it's something Falls. I have a video of it. If you go to like trail crawling in my videos on my page or on my channel, you can scroll down, and it's like a year and some change ago. It's red and gray Ford body on them, and it says Falls something or other. I cannot remember what that place is called. We went there. It was just a little cool short creek section, but then it opens up into a waterfall, and it hadn't rained in a while, so it was real shallow, and all the rocks were kind of exposed. 40 Acre Rock was a park, and it was really cool. That was the place that looked like you're on the moon that I showed you guys a picture of. It's wild, but you can go and you kind of like walk across this area. It's weird. It looks like a really wavy parking lot, but it's actually just a big ass rock. And then you kind of go down into the woods, and there's like a walking trail you can drive. Then you come back up. So that was pretty fun. But those are the two main places we went. We went to another park in Columbia, I want to say. It was right by their house. But there was like a pile of rocks in a corner. It was a little rough. The transition between the rocks was a little rough.
Logan said he's getting glazed donuts from Kroger.
Oh.
Fallen said he needs to see Beetle Build going.
Funny story about that. It's actually in the trunk. I'm taking that apart, and you are more than welcome to buy it and build it. It will be for sale.
Also, Rob said he had a guy that wants to do a benefit comp at McCormick's Creek. Wants him to set up some courses, scale trail day, like 100, 150 gates.
Nice. McCormick's where I fell, right?
Yes.
Yes.
I'm down.
Yes, we are.
Yeah.
We are in for it.
Tell us where. No, not where. When.
It's at McCormick's Creek.
At McCormick Street? Oh.
I hear they have slick rocks there.
There's don't fall.
Yep.
It hurts a lot. And they also have a restaurant with a really wonky bathroom where the wall goes like this and leans in at you while you pee.
It's true.
But they let you go to the salad bar with no shoes on.
Yes.
Which was very helpful since my shoes were very squishy.
Ryan said he tried building his first moon buggy off of pictures, and it came out looking like it, but it's way too long. So gonna try again.
That sounds really familiar.
Yeah.
Yeah, moon buggies that are way too long.
Yep. That was your exact problem, wasn't it?
Yep.
Freezer said give him a price on the Beetle chassis.
Yeah, I added it up the other day. I'll hit you up in a minute.
I saw one of those Beetles going for sale.
Yeah, the body's like 50. The chassis was 149 or something like that. Then I had the 3D parts. I can't remember. I don't know.
Ryan, what was your issue with where did it end up being too long?
Yeah, curious to know that too.
Dustin says depending on the day, I might try to make it to that comp.
That's a drive.
That's a drive for you.
Yeah.
And they said it looks like it may be at the end of August.
Oof.
All right, just when it's warm and all the bugs are out.
Yeah. The hottest part of the year in Indiana.
Rob, what's the benefit for?
Yeah, what are we benefiting?
Yeah, what's the benefit of this comp?
More trophies? Move my milk over so you don't return the favor and spill it all over. That Oreo was very salty. I think someone jizzed on it at the factory.
Jacob Davis says, where can I get a good truggy since the pimpin is not a well-received option? What's your basis on?
Yeah. What do you want?
What do you want to put under it? I have a VS410 Jeep Comanche truggy.
Very nice.
Basically, if you have an RTR, you can put all of your RTR stuff in it.
Mhm.
Need axles, shocks, and transmission.
I told
They
you.
just put them over there.
I'm have to. Look, I just keep going, yep, truck things.
Rob said he doesn't need the body, he has one of those already.
I don't want to sell without the body, that's silly.
Ryan says he's pretty much all over. It's pretty much all over.
Oh,
Send
just too
pics.
big.
Just too big in general, I guess. Rob said it's for the park. They had a bunch of damage from the storms. Logan says it's cream filled.
part get state funding?
You would think so.
I mean, I'd still be down with that.
Ryan said he used a 10-2 skid plate. I think he should have used a Capra skid instead. Jacob, mine is VS410 base.
I don't know if that can get you anywhere, man.
Yeah, I think you're good with the 10-2 skid.
Yeah, 10-2 skid works better, I think.
Because depending on how your tubing is, I mean, you can throw a VFD in there. It'll bolt up.
Mhm.
Yeah. And if you use a race skid, part of the nice thing about the 10-2 or VFD or whatever skid is it's narrow enough. A, your skid's narrow, but then B, you can come out a little bit before you have your bars. If you were going to use a race skid, you wouldn't have nearly the amount of room. So you're just jamming in little bars about this wide, and then that could cause like it screws out problems and all sorts of stuff.
Yeah.
Fallen saying, so what we're saying here is my class 0 needs to be done by the end of August. I don't know that we said what class you had to run.
I wouldn't want to take.
I wouldn't take a 0 down there.
That'd be terrible.
No, definitely take whatever your trail rig is, because
Yeah.
slick rock, that's why, just because slick rock.
True.
Now, take something you're not afraid of getting hurt, getting wet, getting muddy. Like we go down there and that's all Phoenix. That's all trail Phoenix.
I took the Gladiator down there.
Justin said
I
McCormick.
took my Phoenix down there one time.
Shut up.
And that just took it down.
Yeah. You took it, but I took it down.
Justin said McCormick says 2 hours and 17 minutes from him.
Really? I thought it was farther than that. Oh, man, it's way down. Yeah, beautiful. Cool. I thought it was almost like an hour and a half for us, right?
Yeah, so another
I don't know, I guess.
45 minutes to him.
That's true.
Rob says not 100% sure. The guy just contacted him today asking if he would be interested in helping out.
Heck yeah.
So it'd probably be a swap meet, then driver's meeting, then a nice long trail run.
Oof.
See, I think you have to do swap meet from time to time and then close it all up.
Yeah.
Everybody puts their stuff away, then yeah, the trail run.
Which wouldn't be hard to do. I mean,
Well, you wouldn't want to set everything up.
I was gonna say. It wouldn't be hard for you to do.
well, I mean, maybe some people don't need to take their whole damn store.
People like browsing.
Okay, do the store, but don't do the tent that takes 4 hours to put away.
It doesn't take 4 hours. It definitely doesn't take 5 minutes, but it doesn't take 4 hours.
See, and I think if we're just doing a long ass trail run, I don't think we would necessarily need gates. You just follow the leaders.
Yeah, that'd be just follow leader.
My tool, motherfucker.
But no, it sounds good. I mean,
Yeah,
we're in. We like McCormick's.
I'm down to support that.
Yeah.
As long as I can make it.
Logan's a new tent.
I'm working on that.
You have like a week to get it.
I don't have new tent money right now. Sorry.
Well, you've only got a week, so you better hurry up.
I'll call my sugar mama and see what she can do. Oh, wait.
She's upstairs.
Wait, I'm the sugar daddy. So.
Speaking of which, my sugar mama didn't strictly say no to the SCX6.
Good.
She also didn't say yes. But
That's fun.
Apparently, you have until the end of August.
Yeah. Well, that screws me because I'm trying not to buy anything. I guess that's not really.
Well, technically, you already have it. You
It's
just
not
gotta make it run.
RC related. Oh, the SCX6?
Yeah.
Yeah, it already runs. I just gotta change the plug.
You have
that
one?
actually looks really good.
Yeah, it does.
get mine on to look better. I feel like it's being stretched out.
I don't think these were.
Which reminds me, I need to call your mom.
I don't think these were on 2.2s.
I don't know. This one's will not hold a beat. Technically, since I'm not paying you, that's not a workplace issue.
Fair enough. You know what's funny is, you know, have you guys, either of you ever worked in the restaurant industry?
No. Well, I mean, I was fast food when I was
Yeah,
like
fast
16.
food, but not restaurant.
So, restaurants are HR nightmares from open and close.
God damn.
So, like, I'd get home from work and be like, living with my parents, and be like, ha, you never guess what happened tonight at work. And tell my mom the story, and she'd be like, that didn't actually happen, did it? And I'm like, oh, no, it didn't. No, that didn't happen.
That never happened.
I saw it on Facebook.
Ryan says Jordan just sent you a picture of his chassis.
I got him. I'll look at him later after. I will. At least to clear the notification.
Logan said, I talked it over with my wife on the SCX6. She didn't seem too happy about it. I tried to explain to her I could get a used one. Rob says, yes, for sure. 8 to 10 or 8 to 11 for swap meet and stuff. Then driver's meeting. We could also do a comp, but I think a gated trail run would be more fun. Probably use flags instead of cones.
I like it.
So we can put some in the water. Yeah, probably shove flags in the water instead of watching the cones
We're
float
not
away.
going anywhere near the water this time.
If the flags say you're going in the water, you're going in the water.
I'll walk around that bitch.
Hit me.
You don't actually. You can drive the truck.
Hit me with 10.
Yep, I see. That's a gate from here.
Bypass.
If I have to get off the grass, I ain't doing it.
And Logan, surely we can just come over and take some videos of your dogs to upload and get you enough money for the SCX6.
Yeah. Just throw cheese slices at your dog. You make like $400,000 on TikTok. Good to go.
Hey, throw them at the dog, throw them at the kid, throw them at the wife.
Hell, we
Cheese slices.
throw them at Matt.
I'm okay with it. Especially if it's a good like Munster or something. Oh yeah. Were you there for that?
What? No.
Andre's son told me that he wanted Colby Jack cheese.
Oh.
Were you there for that?
No.
Okay. But since he's a little dude, just now learning how to talk. He's like, oh, Obiak cheese? What? Obiak cheese. And I was like, I have no idea what you're saying. And he looks at me like dead face and just goes, Obiak cheese! I was like, I don't know what you mean, I'm so sorry. And his wife came over.
the word that comes out of the mouth?
His wife came over and was like, she was giggling, she's laughing. She's like, what does he want? I said, you got me. I have no idea. So he looks at me and goes, Obiak cheese! And she said, Colby Jack cheese. I said, oh, well, yeah, now I get it.
You should have said that the
I
first
didn't
place.
say so. It was so funny. He was so mad at me. He's like, Obiak cheese! Funny.
Rob said he thinks he's going down this weekend to scout out a location. Logan said we tried that, didn't work out well. Dogs are very uncoordinated.
Well, that sucks. My thumb was sweating. I don't know how that happens.
Do you want me to do that?
Dude, it won't go on. I'm telling you. It keeps popping out. You need to put them in the freezer or something like that. Now I can eat Oreos with both hands. This is salty too.
Maybe it's your fingers.
Now you've been playing with the rubber tires.
A little bit.
Salted rubber.
Mm.
The peanut butter ones were not.
No.
What'd you do to my tire?
Colin says Robin knows some trails are closed and may cause some difficulties. I wonder if they'd allow special access.
They better.
Ryan, it's a sweet trail mix. There's peanuts and little miniature peanut butter cups and chocolate morsels,
Pretzel peanut butter.
pretzel bites. With sugar trail mix.
Yeah, basically.
Look at that monster.
Yeah, but
Would have been nicer if the white cream was in the middle of
I
the
tried to
peanut
do
butter.
that. Actually, now let's say that. Super.
Not happening.
Nope, just done yet.
I don't know what you did in my tire.
I'm doing
The other 3 mounted just fine. I have pepper jack.
Get it?
Nope, it popped out.
Well, take bitch. Lord's Tire said, fuck you.
And that's Haley's favorite snack, so I think she feels like everyone should love it.
Morsels. You have any T-Mac shocks?
Maybe. I'll have to go home.
Isn't that what we put?
Oh, yeah. 100%. Either that or the gold RC10 associated shop. So, what the hell is it called?
No, so I think T-Macs in that area.
No, for sure. Bless you.
Thank you.
Hey, Dad.
Usually.
Okay. What you doing over there, bub?
Rob says, yeah, and the campgrounds are closed there as well. Not sure of it all yet. Hope to know more soon. Always Building says, I want an SCX6 just to have it, but can't justify the loss of space it takes up.
Yeah, that's become my problem already.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna, if I get one, it's gonna just stay in the garage.
Yeah.
I'm not bringing that big bitch down here all the time.
Yeah.
Did you actually weigh it?
No.
You know what it weighs?
Oh. 42 pounds probably something. It's 45. I don't know. You guys got phones.
Yep, we have those. We're watching comments.
See what the shipping weight
I'm
is.
watching this shitty live feed.
I know.
Bunch of goofy guys just eating snacks.
You know, things happen. We've done everything that we were going to do. We dismantled trucks. We built part of a
Part
truck.
of the truck.
Then made links. Showed us a cool little link tool with a block of wood.
Where are the rest of the links?
Well, there's, I don't have the pursuit for the front. I ran out of all thread.
He told us that in the group chat if you're paying attention.
Yeah, but then he showed up with a bunch of links, so I assume he
Well, that's how many I made.
remedied that.
It's a good assumption, I guess. Oh, man.
Ryan says he's got his sitting on his toolbox in his hobby room.
Mine sits on the floor in my garage. I want to put it up because it's in the way, but like,
I'm very afraid to put that on some of the shelving.
I want to put it up on top of that white cabinet, but I'm afraid it'll cave it in. It's heavy. I just want to figure out if I can build it into a tuber and have it be lighter than what it is. Because that body's really heavy.
I would think so.
Depending on what plastic you get rid of.
So I'd get rid of all of it.
I assume you do same like what we do with ours, where you have plates for the skid.
I was just going to take the stock chassis and just lop it off in the back.
Yeah.
And then just cut the JL hood right like I did with my Recluse, and then just like sand panel to the side and call it soup. I think is what this guy used to say when I worked with him.
Justin said that's how his Losi 5T was. It was fun to drive around, but a pain to store.
Yeah, I just don't know where I'm gonna put it. Hang it from the ceiling or something.
Was that Mike or not Mike?
It doesn't matter.
What do you say?
Mom said you
Mom
suck.
said you suck. I don't care. I'm hanging out. I'm not at home.
Mom said you suck.
So the way suck is spelled, if it reminds me of the no steppy on snake.
Oh, it's just a K?
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah, S-U-K.
Logan's He says stock SCX weight is 25 pounds.
No way.
No, it weighs more than that.
There's no way that thing weighs 25 pounds.
I mean, it's on the internet, so that's.
I have to believe it then.
God. Unless it's just a really awkward 25 somehow. I don't believe that thing weighs 25 pounds. I could be wrong.
Bring it to work. We can stick it on the table. Let's just go. Don't knock a drink over. We don't want that to happen tonight.
Well, I'm doing just fine over here.
You sure are. your eyes look about like those donuts looking at you.
He's squinting from all the light over there.
Is that what the glaze is from?
Yeah.
I have not had enough to drink to be squinting.
Golly.
Yeah, Fallon says 25 my ass.
Yeah, that thing is really heavy. I don't know. I would just like to try to I just like to try to get it down just a little lighter. Yeah. Not sure what I would have to do, but I don't know. I bet that body weighs 4 or 5 pounds by itself. Take out half the chassis, those aluminum, because mine has those aluminum shock mounts, so if I cut those both and I just had little tabs, like then I'm saving weight. But I could get
You decide what tubing you're going to go with? What size?
I think probably quarter. Yeah. I might get a solid rod for the sliders, kind of like what he does, but. Did you show that? Or?
No.
I did.
No?
Yeah, he did. Normally if I hit it, then it says someone else is already doing it. Rob says that's what they were saying when they came out. That they were 25, I guess, or that it was heavier than that. Yeah, I think
Yeah, 28 to 30.
I think it weighed 28 to 30 now.
Yeah. I mean, the Super Swampers are a lot heavier. It's all the goodness, just sucking it down.
Is that what it is?
Well, I mean, yeah. It's actually not heavier. It's actually the way that the Super Swamper affects gravity. It just pulls the truck down. It's like Chuck Norris. You know, Chuck Norris, when he does a push-up, he doesn't push himself up. He pushes the world down.
Which would make sense because the Lord's tire, just kind of elevate the rig.
Yeah, it just floats
So-
and hops. Mostly.
Does gravity affect how you talk out your ass too?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, usually.
It's because of the swampers.
Yeah. Well, they don't make buckshot mutters in the 1.9, so,
Thank God.
New from RC 4 Drive. More 80s mud tires than no one asked for. I do have to say the Baja Claws are pretty cool. Or the Baja Built-ins are pretty cool.
For what you're doing with them.
For what I'm doing with them. I've seen other people crawl with them.
Why?
What, across the parking lot?
No, they're out there. I mean, I bet they'd work like out west. Real wide.
Well, out west they have grip for days.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, everything works somewhere.
I mean, you could probably just take the wheel and wheel it.
That's true.
Won't say bullshit.
Yeah. I do like the groundhogs, so I'm not gonna lie about that. I like the groundhog. They work well too. Just saying. They work real well. And you know what's crazy? They work better with the stock foams than when I put the dual stages on. Because the stock foams left them kind of square, and I think the whole tread would catch. When I put the dual stages, like the crawler innovations, they balloon them up. They looked more like what you kind of like in your crawlers, and they were garbage.
Dustin just asked, does anybody make the old groundhogs?
Yeah, RC Full Drive does. They make them in a 1.55 that's, I think 4 inches tall, 4.19, something like that. And they make a 4.75 as well. And they're really thin, so they actually do work pretty well.
But then you're stuck with a tire that looks like a groundhog, so.
But if that's what you want, then
You probably know this. I don't know if you do that. On a vintage build like this, what tire should I be looking for?
Moabs.
Moabs.
yeah, or
Good job.
maybe hammers. You put on hammers. Unless it look like old body.
Yeah, I don't think
Or-
pins though.
Moab's the tire.
I think Moab's more for like late TLT.
I mean, honestly, for what you've got there, rock lizards. You know what they're called?
That's what I put on mine.
The factory stock ones.
Yeah, but I want a pristine scorpion though.
Yeah.
I think what you have going on is cool, but I want a box stock one just to chill. Rock lizards and all.
Bill said better than boggers.
Ha! Groundhogs? Ooh, do you hate groundhogs or boggers more?
Groundhogs.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Wow. That's deep hatred for you then. Because I know how much you hate boggers.
Justin said he had a set of 35-inch hogs on his Bronco 2 back in the day.
That's a lot of
That's a
tire.
lot of tire
For Bronco too.
Always Building says the axle page does say 25 pounds for production weight.
I just don't buy that.
Justin loved those tires. Ryan says I lowered my 6 and put 80 weight in the shocks with Proline dual stage foams. So much more stable.
I haven't driven mine yet, so I don't know.
Take it easy, Levi.
Bye, Levi.
Yep. Later, buddy.
I haven't driven mine, so I'll have to drive it and see exactly. I mean, I'm sure I'm gonna want to lower it, but it's links are almost level.
Did you see the one guy that had the S66 out there yesterday? Had the tires look like Treps?
Mm-hmm. They were traps.
Were they?
Mm-hmm. Proline has a 2.9 trap. And then they made a 1.0 trap. No 1.9 trap though. Not yet, at least.
Leave us out.
Yeah.
He was crawling up the backside of the stump in the middle
Yeah.
with that thing.
Yeah.
That was impressive.
It had a lot of Jeep JC Whitney stuff on it. I don't know how to describe that other than that.
No further explanation needed.
Yeah, as I say, had the fender deletes and all the shit and stuff.
Justin said it had a 302 with a C4 in it. It was underpowered turret like most Fords.
I feel that's hard to believe.
Sounds like it was undergeared.
Yeah.
Undergeared for that
So
tire,
a
yeah.
302 and a Bronco 2 should be quite enough.
Ryan Davis said the 2.9 Treps are awesome. Love them. They do really well in the wet and dry rock.
I heard they were short. Are they shorter than the stock tires and the small burst? Somebody was saying that they don't measure out to what Roland calls them.
They did look small,
Yeah.
but they're not 8 inches wide like the TSLs. So
Correct.
Jacob has a set of unused axial Treps. Logan opens catalog. Give me one of everything.
Excellent.
Yeah, if they made it, you could find it in that catalog.
Jacob, what size Treps are you talking about? Brian said his are pretty tall looking.
Well, I mean, it's still a 7.5 inch tire or whatever. Like they're still tall. I don't know how tall they are really, but
They are 7.
yeah, that's what I thought. But some guy was saying that his trucks were like measuring like 6.5. I want to say, I think he was calling it like 6.4 or 6.
No, they've got to be bigger than that.
Yeah. I never saw his close enough to mine.
He's talking about the 1.9 Treps.
I had about 400 sets of those from all the honchos I bought at one point in time. So much so that I started cutting them differently just to see what would happen. I was just like one I had cut, it was almost like Baja style. So like all the tread was cut this way and then I cut it with the tread. So it was like a bunch of little pins for a hard ass truck door. Didn't work too bad, you know?
It's amazing how far tires have come.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because I remember when R35 compound first came out, I was like, everything gets it.
Right. And now that doesn't even compare to now.
We used to go, oh, are those mashers in an M3? Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Masher 2000s.
Yeah, Masher 2000s and an M3.
Yeah, the M3.
Because you had the M2, which was even harder than that, than the M3.
Oh, the options.
And then, what did they come out with first? What
was after the M3? What was their actual specific crawler compound first? It wasn't G8, was it? I think so.
I think it's G8.
Was it?
So I'm trying to look at the little, like the scale thing they have on the back of some of the packages.
Because like
I think it was G8s.
the OG TSLs were G8,
Yeah.
or they're only G8.
Yeah.
The 4.3
I
ones,
thought there was something between that, but
those guys.
Justin said it was probably because of the gearing.
yeah,
Yeah.
it had to be. It's like saying I small block swapped my S10 and it was still slow.
Doesn't
Those,
work.
those do not compute.
Jacob said that's the only thing I have remaining from my fully built in that was stolen from the back of his truck. I had the tires in his bag.
That sucks.
Yeah.
It does suck.
I don't know how.
Dustin asks, have you guys ever tried any of the tire dope like racers use?
Not on crawlers.
No, not on crawlers.
I did it a few times when I was derbying, because we would run on concrete, and I ran, I doped the back of the tires, and then on carpet, I doped my foams. That worked really well.
I did Simple Creed.
Yeah, I've done that.
In the early days of crawling.
My old IMAXs I let sit in some WD-40 for a while.
Really?
I was supposed to soften them up. I don't think it worked.
Did it turn them into a rock, or did they disintegrate?
Goo. They just got a little goopy. Yeah, they weren't any softer. They just were stickier. They were just like mushier.
Mush.
But you know, when you're rolling them cut down narrow jumbo dogs,
How about some IMAX Swamp Dogs?
yeah, I had a set of those in 1.9.
Dustin had an S10 and a Blazer V8 swapped. Try washing your crawler tires in Simple Green. Makes them so much more stickier. Makes them more sticker.
Honestly, I think what I've done biggest performance wise is just run J concepts instead of crawling. I just think their names are dumber than shit.
But the tires work.
But these tusks are killer.
Yes.
Their green compound is rad. Here,
Yeah.
wherever, I'm sure there's places that they don't work because they're too goopy or whatever, like, whatever, but
Too much.
What's weird is they're not sticky.
no. But they are sticky.
Yeah.
Shoot, when you take them out of the package, they are.
Yeah, that's true. When you take them out of the package, you can stick all four of them.
Yeah, no doubt.
I still need to call your mom.
Rob says they work well
Oh,
here for sure.
Yeah.
Dustin, why don't you like the KLRM tires?
They're hard.
Yeah.
They're too hard for us around here. They work in other places, and they're a great trail tire because they're
They're good, yeah.
rowdy looking, and they're basically B-treads, but
Yeah.
they don't hook up very well over here.
Trail tire, yes. Rock, no.
Yep, 100%. Which, it kind of sucks, because, like, the rock here is so slick, and so non-abrasive, that we literally have to have, like, old bubble gum, hot old bubble gum that feels like tacky glue to get anywhere. And like the guys out west are like, yeah, I got these tires out of an old attic. They were they were mine back in 2006, and they're like climbing verticals and stuff. And you're like, well, they don't even run Predator because they just murder them within a pack, and that just is nuts.
Rob nailed it. KLRM does not have the traction that Concepts has.
Yep, not even close. It's sad when the voodoo knockoffs are better here than the actual voodoos. For sure.
Are they?
I think so. Those ones you had were pretty good. The ones I had, the little 4.19 guys.
kind of produces a better tire.
Yeah. I know that dude has a lot of problems of some sort, because I know a lot of people do not like new stuff for A6, which I think is the same thing.
It is.
But the old Falcons work pretty well.
Yeah.
Falcons are awesome.
Yeah. I love my 4.09s.
Yeah.
I do like those a lot. I think that's my go-to 4.19 tire. As long as I can keep the bumpers out of them. Crazy how much the open end of a tube will just rip the shit out of the tread of the
We
tire.
basically have the bumper hooked into.
Yeah, it was rowdy. I didn't realize it was that bad.
Did you do that yesterday?
Yeah. You didn't see it?
No.
Oh, dude. Like, there's tread hanging off like here, 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 here.
Just
Like,
slicing it away.
yeah.
Yeah.
Jeez.
I think I got it up. I got it, like wheel up and basically stuffed on that side, and that bumper was back, and I'm sure I just done. I didn't know I was there, and it was just grinding against it. It just ripped the tread off. I honestly don't know if I can sit that tire. It's very bad.
Jacob asked, "Are the 4.75 Falcons worth it?" The 4.65s, but yes, absolutely.
Yep. The red compound from Vanquish is really good. So either sides of the Falcons or the VXT2s, which is what I use on my comp truck, are really good. They are kind of thin, so you have to be careful of what you run them into, like bumpers or sticks. But they do work really well as long as you're cautious, taking care of them.
I mean, as long as
You're not doing really dumb shit.
but yes, they are worth it. I have several pairs of them.
I ordered 6 sets last time I ordered from BP.
Of the 419s.
Yes. Sets, not pairs. Sets.
Pairs.
Pairs of pairs. Yeah. I think for whatever reason I got a lot of those, and I got a lot of servo arms and shock rebuild kits. I think that's a computer glitch or something. I'm not sure.
I don't know, I remember tires. You're like, I am changing everything. to these
Yeah,
tires.
I have a set going on the crew cab, and then I have a set going on the red Blazer, and taking the Baja X's off the Blazer, and then taking the what's the crawler, the KM3s, taking the KM3s off the crew cab, putting the Falcons on there.
Dustin, no. The tire that comes with the kits is the VXT1s that are like rocks.
Night and day difference between
Yes.
the two.
Just throw them away, give them away, do something other than use them.
Give them to your dog as a chew toy.
There you go.
They,
And Jacob, the Proline trenchers with 3D printed inserts that's a good setup.
yeah,
That's
we,
good.
we watched it work pretty well yesterday.
Trenches are awesome.
I did not have good luck with them. I didn't like them, but Doug and I drive very differently. Our trucks are very, very different.
Doug's trenchers work very well.
Yes. And honestly, I don't remember what's in them for foams.
I know they're still wide. I noticed that they're still
They are wide.
very square and wide, as opposed to a lot of them. Once you put foams in them, kind of dome over.
Maybe we'll do that next week. Maybe we'll pull those tires
I
apart
wouldn't
and
be
see what's
surprised if you
inside.
had stock foams and you're still just waxing everyone, just because. Kiss my ass, I'm done.
I mean,
Am I wrong?
I mean,
Not at
a
all.
lot of my tires do have just stock foams in them.
Yeah.
Whatever they came with, that's what got shoved in the wheel.
Yeah.
But yeah, trenchers, I like trenchers because trenchers to me are a bunch of little pins.
Yeah.
So it's a lot more gripping area on the tire.
Yeah, that's what
And
I thought.
they work really damn well for me.
Not so much for me. I wish we could modify tires in Class 2. Class 2 Pro, we should be able to modify tires. Class 2 Pro, we should be able to modify tires, because that would be cool. Mostly just because I like to modify tires for some reason.
I was gonna say, what do you want to modify?
I have no idea.
Oh, okay.
No clue. I would probably honestly
Sight them?
take a crawler
Yep.
and cut them and make them look more trenchery like where they're just a bunch of little knobbies, just to see if it work, or just to see if I just burn a whole tire down in 2 runs or whatever.
Was it Losi used to make a pin tire?
And they're out a lot. The boss calls.
Yes.
Yep, can't run them. Along with those ruptures that we can't run that were there yesterday. Mister, I don't tech any trucks. Won't put any fingers or name names or anything.
Salty?
Nope.
Peanuts.
Nope. Nope. No salt.
Well, you should be careful what stones you cast because the guy that took first place in C1 wouldn't have passed tag. It doesn't have a rear bumper yet.
Oh, gotcha. He complained about my rear bumper too, so it's fine. At least I have one now. It's just tucked under the body a little bit. You don't even have one?
It's got a rear cross brace.
Jesus. So I don't have to be careful about the stones I throw. You have to be careful about the stones.
Yeah,
I throw.
so you can shut the hell up.
Rob says Class 2 Pro is almost just Class 2.
It was just my Capra was illegal.
You can modify Class 3.
I don't like Class 3 because Class 3 is stupid. The hell was that?
I don't know.
Okay.
No, Rob, my Class 1 needs a back bumper. I just haven't gotten around to it yet.
Violated and taken trophy.
Driver figure?
Yeah, it's other than Class 1.
No.
Only Class 0. Yeah, I need an interior first. I'll get there in August. Before the next comp, I'm hoping to have that done. That's one of my plans.
As long as you don't have to buy it.
I'm not starting. I'm not starting.
I have the shit back there. I just haven't had time.
Yeah, you haven't had time to hook up 2 bumper mounts and brace a straight tube on it?
Yeah,
Look out!
all the trophies.
You want me to start taking them down?
You got lots of Class 3s up there.
Yeah. Well, those Class 1 trophies from that cheater truck. Look how much money someone else would have won. Oh, no wait. I lied. Just show me.
I think there may have been money involved in that one.
Probably. For whatever reason, I just thought of that meme where the guy's biting the gold and then he realizes all the way down at the bottom.
Up the big one stairs.
Yeah. He's like, yeah, he's in like 9th place. I wonder if Bill can go in August.
Bill's telling you to shut your mouth. He said,
What?
So it's only illegal if you get caught.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, I noticed that your post didn't go anywhere today. There was no.
no, there wasn't.
Or was that yesterday?
It was
That was yesterday.
Last night, yeah.
Rob said we need to do another cash comp. I would agree.
Yeah. I mean, I'll give you my money, sure. Whatever.
We need to swap trucks. Like one of the comps.
Okay.
Let me run your pro, you run mine.
Okay. I don't know how disappointed you plan on being for the day, but that's fine.
He's like, I don't know. I'm gonna show you how to drive the damn thing.
Yeah. So how disappointed I plan on being that I can't drive Doug's truck to a win and then he's gonna beat me with my own damn truck. It's like shooting me with my own gun.
No offense, I don't think that'd be that hard.
I know. Believe me, I know.
That goes back to the truck makes Matt look good.
Yeah. You belong in pro. I don't. I promise I don't.
Where'd you finish yesterday?
Like 4th, 5th, shit, I don't know.
You beat me?
I did?
Yeah.
Oh, the 4th. Because the Beastie Boys didn't.
At 1 point.
Yeah, I like that now. The Beastie Boys.
The Beastie
The
Boys.
Beastie Boys beat me by 1 point and then time, I believe. Now,
because Rob told me, he goes, well, you beat me and I finished last. So I was like, all right, so I wasn't last, I probably, closer to, I didn't realize I was the next one up.
yeah, I had some thoughts about some of those scores, but I won't say them on the live here.
Really started to like the Pro X's. They do really well from Pro-Lim.
Yeah, they're a class 3 tire though. We can't run those in class 2 because they're
Too tall.
485, I think is what they are. Yeah, so they're too tall, barely.
Right, that much.
Why, I don't know. That's another thing that doesn't make sense. So people are screaming for a 5.25 tire. So you make a Hyrax that's 5.25
In G8.
in G8.
Yeah.
Okay. And then you go to make a Baja Pro X, which if you did it correctly in something this size, which is the problem with the RC drives, the lugs are so goddamn big. But if you do it correctly and make a 4.75, you would have a direct competitor with this tire here. And you're just playing with compounds and a little bit of tread design. But then we just make it 4.85. So you can't run it anywhere. It's too damn big for half the trucks out there to begin with unless you lift them.
But the 4.85 would get you into a class 3 tire.
But no one wants a class 3 that short.
I mean, that's what we've done for the last however many years.
I don't think it was until recently that everybody wanted a 5.25 tire.
Well, maybe I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. It's happening.
But I agree with you with the G8 on not being wrong. But I think that they were catering to most of their people on the West Coast.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, G8. Yep.
Yeah.
Well, not perfect for the rest of us.
Yeah. I think that is one downfall that we have here is that a lot of these companies are out west.
Mhm.
So they're not dealing with trail trucks specifically kind of like we are with the kind of crawling we do as opposed to the legitimate crawling out there. And I don't know if that's a terribly bad thing because I mean we're making it work obviously, but
They're catering to their Moab first.
right. Which I wonder by the numbers, I wonder what their demographic is as far as who uses their stuff. You know what I mean?
Jacob's saying, in NASCAR we go by the saying, it ain't cheating if you don't get caught.
Have you guys ever watched? I know you haven't. You don't watch YouTube. Stapleton 42, Stapleton something like that. Anyway,
No, I stopped at 41.
okay. So anyway, this guy he owns the all-wheel drive Escalade that's blue, that's turboed and shit.
Okay.
The real rowdy one. You know what I'm talking
I
about?
think I've seen it before.
That's the owner of 1320.
No, it's not.
The blue Escalade? Like the
I don't think so.
I don't think so. The owner of 1320 is the guy that rides around and does all the videos. Ryan or Dave or whatever the hell his name is.
I think it's Ryan.
Anyway, maybe you're wrong. I don't know. Hell, who knows? Anyway.
I like that you're like, maybe you're wrong. Anyway.
Maybe you're right, maybe you're wrong. Anyway, so he is real big into NASCAR. And so he goes around and he went through Daryl Waltrip's 1987 hauler that he parked and for whatever reason just never went back to because they bought a new hauler. So it had old memorabilia in it and stuff and they went through it for Daryl and all this shit, right? Anyway, so he, shit, what was I saying? Fuck, I don't remember now.
Something about something 42.
Yeah, but what was I talking about it before? Damn it.
Correct, Scott.
Son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. I don't remember what I was saying. I don't remember where I was going with that now. Got nothing. Oh, cheating. Okay. Yeah, so he goes around to different shops and talks to old crew chiefs and stuff. And he talks to them about the things that they did back in the mid to late 80s, early 90s, whatever, to get around doing some cheating basically. And so this guy's talking about how he had a ball valve inside the car, like under the cage. And I forget exactly what it did. It had something to do with the rear, whatever the hell. And there was another guy that had basically the same thing, but his controlled a hydraulic or an electric motor or a hydraulic motor or a ram, one or the other. And it was connected to the trunk lid. And they had it all built into the trunk lid correctly.
I think I remember you telling me about
Yeah,
this.
so the ram,
Raise it up.
it would pull and push on the trunk lid, so it would take the spoiler, and in the corner, in the straights, it would lay it down farther, and then in the corners, it would stand it up. So every time it get, that was pretty wild. Talking about, running things through the cage and reshaping the body and stuff like that. It's pretty cool to watch.
Jacob said something. He said Mitchell has a shop about 8 minutes from his apartment.
Mitchell, that's the place.
Yeah.
It's not. Jason.
Which one's Mitchell? Is that the guy I'm talking about, Stapleton? Or is that 1320 guy? I don't know. But yeah, he's real big. He talked to like Mark Martin for an hour, just old NASCAR guys.
So you're talking about I'm colorblind, but it's about this color blue.
A little lighter, yeah. It's metallic. It's,
Yeah.
It's all-wheel drive, slicks, and everything like that.
Slicks all the way around.
It's got like a 427 twin turbo or something like that.
Yeah.
Davey Allison's former jack man, he's an awesome guy. Jacob knows him. Dustin said, I seen that episode. It was a very sneaky setup.
Yeah, it's super cool.
Good night, Rob.
Take it easy, Rob.
Fire up.
6 also comes early.
Yeah, 5, 10. What time is it?
20 till 10.
Oof.
It's bedtime.
George is about to tell us to get the fuck out.
Yeah. GTF. Oh, I'm not kidding.
One of these nights, I'm just gonna be like, guys, I'll be right back, and just
Good
go
night.
back.
Did not be back.
I won't go to work the next day, and I'll continue down here as long as someone will talk to me.
Down to 3.
Man, it's 4 o'clock in the morning.
But I got people.
Yeah. Watch the numbers go 5, 5, 3. Hey, I'm back up for work. I didn't know you were.
That's Jordan upstairs checking in every time. He's like, oh, he's still on. Okay, back off. Down.
Just me and you down here, like. So you remember just keeping our eyes open? I did.
You remember that one time? I don't know. I haven't slept
I don't know. Was that before yesterday? When we started our 24 hours of.
Wow. 24-hour life.
I'd do it if I didn't have to go to work, and I knew people would watch.
Monday night, scratch that. Tuesday morning live. Well, while you guys were sleeping, here's what happened.
If I had a lot more viewers, like to consistently ask people dip out, people were there or whatever like that, I would do longer ones for sure.
24 hours of.
Yeah, I would do longer ones for sure.
Dustin said he's about to bail also.
Yeah, we'll probably go. Any last words, last requests, all that jazz? Anybody?
Hit that thumbs up.
Yep, thumbs up. Make sure
Smash that like button.
just put your fists straight through whatever you're watching this on.
Punch your phone across the room.
My wife goes, "What the hell are you doing? They told me.
Punch it.
Matt said so.
Yeah.
Always Building says, does that mean breakfast?
Yep, donuts.
24-hour total truck challenge.
We should do
Back-
something like that if we.
Back in the day, Roxbox.
Yeah.
Roxbox had a 24-hour crawl.
Jesus.
Yeah, it was rough.
Yeah, that'd be such a long day.
That sounds terrible.
It was terrible, but it was fun. It was.
I don't
You
know
would
if
go
that was-
for.
Breakfast with Bullman.
I like it.
Yeah, you had.
Take it
set
easy,
up-
Dustin.
They had so many courses set up, and you had
See you, Scott.
like 3 hours to do the first set of courses that were out there. Some, and then they'd take like a half hour, and it was kind of like a break, and then they changed courses during that time. And it would be another set of courses, so then you had another 3 or 4 hours to whatever to crawl. But yeah, it was 24 hours. It was like you crawled from
think it was night, going all the way through the night and all the next day. It was,
I think the way to play that would be go and get out on the course as early as possible.
so they can
Take the rest of that 4 hours, know the half hour, and then take half the remaining time left and crash. And then go back to sleep for the second half.
Yeah, but that problem is you get later and later in that, you're not waking back up. You're like, oh, is it over?
Yeah. I'd be awake, I'd probably be really, really foggy though. For sure.
Yeah, and trying to run courses.
Yeah.
I do good starting at 10 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, but you're always there at like 7. Remember that saying we're not getting until 8:30 and you're like, man, your spot's still open. Like, what the fuck
I was
are you doing
surprised
here
my
already?
spot was still open yesterday. I mean, I don't know.
Well, I mean, you told me to put something there, so I was like, set my table up.
Okay.
Yeah,
Ryan
that's-
said, Matt, do you remember the guy's Instagram that you were talking about with the purple, extremely pinched blazer?
No, but I think it's ruby red. It's numbers and ruby red. It's like ruby red 24 ruby red, something along those lines, or red ruby. I'll look. Give me just long enough to get off of here and I will see if I can find it real fast before I go home. But it's very nice. Very nice.
We'll do that from the driveway.
Pretty much.
For those of you that here, for those of you that are here still, it is late. Remember there's Capra parts for sale. There's Truggy for sale. What do you got for sale?
Some dark earth axles,
Dark Earth axles for sale.
Yeah.
still have them.
Those are the T's, right? Or do you have the portals?
No, they're the F10Ts.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, hit us up.
Did you see the guy mudding his today?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. He was like, yeah, they almost blend in. I was like, wow.
Well, that there's a guy with, was it a set of purple wheels?
Yeah.
That was the same way.
Yeah.
It's like using them.
The Dark Earth, since they're not worth as much, it is what it is. Those purple wheels, though. Yikes. Yikes. Okay. We are going to
We're
out
out.
of here. See you.
Take it easy, guys.
We appreciate it. Oh, God. Oh, I'm getting old people noises.
Good night, guys.
Night, fellers.
Bye.
That's how they do it, right?